Yeah, he is. Zito outside this room is completely different than Zito inside this room.
Hey, let's go. It's time for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. We got a lot to talk about today. Number one thing I want to talk about is that everybody, at least if you're a guy, needs sex to last longer. I don't think there's any of us that go around bragging, hey, it takes me too long to have sex.
You never know, Gorman.
Gorman might be in the minority there. The rest of us, we get tired of having to think about baseball. It doesn't always work, or counting ceiling tiles. Whatever you do to distract yourself during intercourse, we've tried all the tricks, saying the Pledge of Allegiance, whatever you do, Roman swipes are the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Roman swipes are convenient, over-the-counter wipes, clinically proven to help you last longer. They're effective, doctor-approved, easy to use, and fast-acting. Sounds too good to be true, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, swipes are the real deal. Studies have shown up to a 340% increase in stamina after 3 months of regular use.
Wow.
340% increase.
That's
a
pretty
lot.
good.
Roman swipes will ship right to your door in a discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipe packet is small enough to hide in your wallet.
Ooh. That's nice, man.
You don't need a backpack for it.
Nope.
That's what Daddy
Don't
likes.
need a special carrying piece of luggage. Just a briefcase around and put it right in your wallet.
Just put it in the back.
Keep Roman swipes in your back pocket for longer, better sex, and get yours fast with free 2-day shipping by visiting GetRoman.com/Indy. That's GetRoman.com/Indy.
Wow.
That's it.
Better sex for $15?
340%, actually.
Sign me up.
Here's what's awesome about this episode.
What is
it? We're all here.
Yep.
Diggs is here. Nick's here. Gorman's here.
Jeff Gorman.
You want to know what I almost said?
That's all right.
Yes.
I almost said Get Roman is here. Because when I looked at the bottom of this, I was like, why does it say Gorman.com/Indy? I don't have my glasses. It doesn't matter.
They're fine,
Zito's here. We got Foxy, Ty, Connor, Pat, myself, and Gump, our Canadian brother. Gump is here.
International show.
It's an international show. Speaking of that,
Hey, I'm excited.
USA.
Here we go.
Gump and I just returned from his initial consultation with his immigration attorney.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh, you do quite well for yourself.
So
you're an
you're
attorney,
telling me there's a chance.
For those that don't know, right, we should update people very quickly. Gumpy, we offered Gumpy a full-time contract to work here. Get him out of them ships, right? Because he's in there huffing up chemicals in the basement of the Titanic on a daily basis, painting these things down. And then there was a tweet or a video the other day that went out, basically of somebody hanging off the side of a ship, hammering off paint chips. And they're like, what type of punishment did this person deserve to do this job? That was Gumpy's actual job. So that's what Gumpy did for a living. So we, as a friend of Gumpy friend of ours, called into the show. I was like, yo, we got to get Gumpy. I actually told Phil, we got to get Gumpy out of those ships. We got to get Gumpy out of those ships, right? So
also, to target a fan base in Canada that we need to expand on. So he's very important contribution to the show.
Very huge for us to expand into Canada, because we once had a stranglehold on Canada, I'd say.
Correct.
Like that game, that board game. War. Risk.
We once had
Canadian risk, much different.
Much different.
Serious is huge in Canada, is what we learned from our show. Yeah. So our show was large in Canada, a lot of calls. So Gumpy was a good representative of a fan base of ours, and he's a friend of ours. We like him, and he had a terrible job in Canada. So it's like, yo, perfect thing, and he's funny. Boom, boom, boom. Let's hire him full-time job. Phil sends him a contract. Okay, here we go. We'll see him next week, is what I said. Right? That's what I thought in my head.
We thought it was that easy.
Turns out, Gumpy, that is not the case.
Couple loopholes to jump through here.
Yeah, he had to call ICE and immigration officers to move here. He was told by one American ICE agent that you got no chance of getting in, even though he has a contract and a job opportunity here. No chance of getting in. There's only 65,000. Is that right?
Starting April 1st, 65,000 for the year.
Only 65,000 get in, and they basically told Gumpy, you think we're going to use one of those on you. So Gumpy got here today, and Todd and he went to the ICE office here in Indianapolis and take it away.
It was pretty awesome. It was the first thing we...
He did fly here. That's a great call. He did not walk or drive. Thank you, Zito.
Big loophole now.
When we walked into the law firm, we met a lady at the desk. He had an appointment, so he just gave his name. She was like, okay, just go sit in the conference room, and the attorney will be with you in a minute.
Fancy.
So we sit in the conference room, and we wait.
What was your retainer?
Well, there's no retainer yet. It's just a consultation.
Okay.
It's gonna be about half my
Yeah.
salary
So
by the
pretty
time.
shitty. Pretty shitty.
So as soon as the lawyer walks in, there's someone else with him, and he just freezes with the door half open and just stares at us like in shock almost. And neither of us were Hispanic. I'm assuming what the shock. And he just looks at us and he goes, "So I don't need an interpreter." And I'm like, no. We speak both Canada and American. We can get through this.
How many times has that guy seen a Canadian?
Never. I can tell you never. By the look on his face. Would you agree?
So it started, and we were trying to explain. We mentioned Pat McAfee, and he goes, "The only thing I know about him is he can't swim."
Yes.
That guy's a bad guy or good guy?
Well, that was a strike. That was an
That's what
initial
we were
strike.
like,
We were like,
it did
uh-oh.
not get off to a hot start.
I thought you guys laughed.
Well, you know,
I thought he
lawyer
was.
jokes.
Was he
They're not very
joking or
good.
was he very
He
serious?
was definitely joking.
Yeah.
Okay,
but,
good.
But that's the cornball joke we don't like.
Yeah.
It's like,
Lawyer.
it's been used up.
Yeah, we're fucked.
But he did loosen up a little bit. He's a lawyer that cusses, which I like.
Respect.
When I deal with somebody,
Yeah.
once they get to the point where they feel like
Yeah, they're real.
they can be informal and cut, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they're feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah.
They're letting their guard down. I feel pretty comfortable. That's when I think it started to turn. At first, we were like, there's no
It
fucking
was a
shot.
bad start.
You guys were there for a long time.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
He brought up his partner came in, a woman. There was two of them going at it.
Good cop, bad cop.
But the
Can we put our swords away? Did they say that?
The one, he goes,
That had to be love at some point. The wedding.
he goes, the last visa like this that I was trying to get for an entertainer, I got turned down. It was a porn star.
You said good news.
Perfect.
Who?
I said, but sex is no different in Canada than in the States, so she was bringing no special skill set to the industry.
That's
Todd,
not
are you
true.
really-
She
are
studied
you
tape.
really-
Todd really had to give the
I
gab
was
in there, man.
dancing, dude.
I just sat there and nodded my head. Fucking Todd is just fucking
Todd,
throwing everything
how could you
at
know
him.
that unless you've studied her tape?
Well, that's true. That's true. But I had to do some dancing, and I went to town. I was pretty proud of myself.
Hey, what
I
a
was like,
line right there. See, the thing about that, though, is fucking's the same up there as it is down here. So there's no reason to be here. And then you said this guy, though, is vital to our company.
I'm like, do you know how different hockey is in Canada than the United States? Big difference on the perspective and the viewpoint this guy has now.
Oh, you're right. We should definitely bring him over a doctor then. Why are 65,000 Canadians even trying to get into America?
I don't think it's Canadian.
No, it's not
Canadians,
buddy.
Everyone. People.
First, just let me say right
Oh,
now.
so they're coming through?
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you are an immigrant seeking work in the United States, good fucking luck. Not going to happen.
It's going to be tough. I mean, look, Todd had to grease the wheels in his fucking lawyer thing to
I'm
even get.
confused about one thing, though. I think he might have said, I can't leave here until this is done.
Yeah, we
Who
got
said that?
the lawyer.
And how long is that going to take?
I don't know. We need to clarify that, but I'm pretty sure he just said,
You guys didn't ask questions.
well, how long do you have to hang out? As I took that as he has to stay here during this whole process.
Does your wife know this?
Yeah, she will now.
In America, you have to stay? I thought you meant in the office. No,
Like
I was
terminal
about to say, how did you get out of here? I was really surprised to see you got out. Like, congratulations, already escaping the fucking ICE agents. That's
like
very tough to do.
Tom Hanks in Terminal.
So you have to hang out in Indiana so they know where you. Did they give you like a tracker?
You're Edward Snowden right now.
Yeah,
Did they give you a tracker?
5 to 10 weeks. They said.
5 to 10 weeks.
Do you know that they are giving people trackers right now? Like if you're in this particular,
I would believe it.
Yeah,
they're,
they might be.
they're giving people like anklets and stuff like
Like a
house arrest,
dolphin.
so they can track you. I wish you would have got one. That would have fucking awesome.
Satellites
They're-
watching The Office.
They had. He said they had someone denied who put their job title on their Twitter account.
LinkedIn. It was
Or
wrong.
LinkedIn. And it was an incorrect job title for the job they said they were applying for.
Oh fuck! What did we say you were?
And they just fucking scratched the whole thing because they're like, those two jobs pay differently.
Wow.
Different pay scale.
So how do we?
But
so
it
what
was
do we
like
say?
semantics.
What do we? He works on the internet. What? Like explaining that to that.
We ran one. I said right now his Twitter says that he is a contributing blogger to the Pat McAfee.
We said that, this is like the biggest issue, hot button issue in America right now, immigration, and Pat decided to hire a Canadian guy right in the middle of it.
I just want ICE to roll in here with their fucking guns out. Maybe give Connor a bop to the face with the back end of that. Maybe a pistol whip to Connor.
Yeah, I'd take one.
My life would be. I would quit right then.
Dix would be on the ground quicker than they could get in, so he would have no worries.
No,
but Zito would be, what are we doing down here? Maybe a rubber bullet at Zito, and then they grab Gumpy.
catch the bullet.
Yeah, of course you would. And then they grab Gumpy, pick him up, maybe bag over the head and take him out of here. That would be magical.
No, I would be so unbelievably cocky because I know I'm here legally. Just like when you're at a when you're at a party and you're over 21 and it gets busted. No one's more cocky than that guy. So I would
man.
be fine here.
And I tell you what, our company is not easy to explain to an immigration lawyer in his mid to late 50s.
When people ask what I do, I tell them I'm still in sales because I don't feel like explaining it.
It's a lot to go through.
But you can't do that for this. Because
It was a whole education for this guy. We basically just put him in internet school for an hour and explained everything that we do, how it works, what the goals are, what Pat's trying to accomplish.
I'm glad you went.
These things.
I'm glad you went. That was probably good.
Oh, yeah.
If Todd didn't come, I would have been fucked.
Hey, I'm glad I didn't go, man. You would have not got in.
We had to explain what a podcast was. Hey, but we got a new subscriber.
All right.
Good job, Todd.
We appreciate you, man. You're the best. I'm happy I didn't go, though.
It was quite the process, but he was optimistic. I think I was optimistic by the
There's
time I
hope.
left.
There's hope. It went better than I thought.
Did he give you a percentage?
But your wife has no shot, right?
No, 0.
She can come. She just can't
Work.
Stay.
Oh, that's tough to live.
It doesn't look like.
It's like Gumpy's getting back on the market.
Yeah.
She can marry Zito to get in.
Okay, so I have a question. Well, he's going to listen to this.
He's on our side.
I'll tell you, I know
If we're
enough
to
about
pay-
his side. We can edit out if we need to.
Okay, so your wife that you're married to,
Yeah.
that you have a pet dog with,
Yeah.
a kid dog with,
Life partner.
life partner,
Yeah.
can come because you have to work in Indianapolis.
That's what she said.
Jesus. Best use of a soundbite ever.
The timing there was unbelievable, Zito.
You know he didn't mean it. You know he didn't mean it.
No, I missed the one before that one.
He's just sitting back there like the fucking edge of his.
Say it.
Fuck something.
I think he picks like 4 or 5 before each show and just waits to see if they can be used.
Okay, so that was incredible, Zito. So she can live with you here in Indianapolis while you work.
Yeah.
But she cannot earn an honest living in America because she's from Canada originally and her husband got offered a job to potentially, I don't want to say extend his life, but definitely you're going to live longer working this job than you did last time. And she's not allowed to work?
No.
Do we not live in America?
What the fuck?
Is this not America?
What does that even mean?
He didn't say no, but it was kind of more of just implied, let's worry about that later.
Yeah,
Why does
You
she
know what I
work
mean?
illegally?
Can she start her own company?
Yeah, probably.
Todd, please. It feels like Gumpy did, wasn't it?
In Canada, where she belongs.
What does she do? What does she do in Canada?
She's does wedding events and stuff.
Oh, she could start a wedding company here.
Definitely.
She's doing your wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's here doing your wedding.
Volunteering that motherfucking shit, too. Hey, I heard it from a lawyer. I'm not allowed to pay her. So I'm joking. That is insane, though.
Yeah.
How is that even a thing?
American Dream's dead?
I tell
You
you,
could argue. I mean,
it's temporary, obviously, because political things
temporary.
change with regimes or whatever. But right now, I guess this was the mission statement that was given to them was, hey, right now we're going to make it. The reason people immigrated here in vast numbers was because we had jobs for them. And we were improving their life in a lot of cases.
Yeah, the American dream.
Yeah, so it was decided recently, I guess, that, well, if we just make it almost impossible for them to get jobs, they won't want to come here. So that's what we're operating under right now. That's why the battle, like attorneys like this, are
I
battling
don't like
right
it.
now.
Okay, I will say this. I never thought that I would give a single fuck about immigration in my entire life because I never plan on living anywhere else.
Right.
See.
I plan on living here forever. But now that it has actually hit home, Like I think I'm gonna take a stand here on something. I think there's a chance I'm gonna take it. The fact that your wife is not allowed to work, the fact that we can't just go down there and be like, "Yep, here's the contract. Here's his first pay stub. Here's this good guy,
No criminal record.
no criminal record, making the world a better place. Let's go. Let's get the guy one of them cards that's green, and let's keep it the fuck moving here." And his wife too. She's gonna start a company. She's gonna make America a better place. Blah 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 blah. Let's make it happen. The fact that can't happen is very frustrating to me.
It's a shotgun approach to a problem that's very narrow of focus, right? So it's like gun control. This is my personal opinion, not anybody else's in this room. But when you make it more difficult to buy a gun legally, you increase the illegal market.
And also, real quick, depending on where you grow up, I think you're allowed to have different views on things. I think that is something that America does not have enough of. Like I'm sure the people who grew up in cities and stuff, not in the like, you know, high criminal areas, but just in cities in general, they probably have no idea why you would ever need a gun in your entire life. Why would you ever need one? But if you live out in the middle of America where there's, you know, coyotes that could potentially take down your animals or anything like that. Like people have guns for a reason, right? It's one of those things. I think it's okay for people to have differing views too. I think that is a different
because there's people you don't want to have those, and there's people that you don't want to come here to find jobs. But when you have an example like this, like it's
handsome,
he's held to the same standard as those people, and that's kind of hard to believe.
The visa that we're going for is one that you can get quickly. The other ones are up to 2 years to get one, even if you have a job offer right now.
You'd have to wait here for 2 years?
You'd be locked in that office for 2 years? I'm joking. I'm happy you weren't locked in that office.
But luckily, we are in entertainment business, so it did allow him to be categorized under something that's much more in his favor than if he were trying to come here and be like
being a line cook at Denny's.
or an accountant or anything.
So for that 2-year process, though, that means he has to stay here for 2 years until it gets okayed, right? So he can still work, right?
That's what we're confused about.
There's a temporary visa you can get quicker, and that you can work under that while you're waiting for your permanent one.
Oh, we're golden.
Yeah. So that's all things that he's going to be running through Pat.
So what, does he follow up with you now, or how's this? What's
he's going to email him. There's a bunch of documents that
you guys have
Phil's going to have to get together.
How long is he safe? That's what I want.
5 to 10 weeks, he said?
5 to 10 weeks?
Are you allowed to go back and come back? Or you
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like, yo, I only packed for a fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Your wife is not.
Well, I got
What happens
I couldn't
here?
even imagine.
Are you going to have to go back home under a different alias? Are you not allowed out of the country now?
Dude, we can sneak you.
So
back.
There's no way.
I've seen Frank.
I
Gallagher
came
do
here
it
for
so many
vacation. I was interested in this opportunity, so
Yeah,
I went to
going
talk
back
to a
home.
lawyer, and I'm going back home.
That's the thing is, wouldn't you?
That's a reasonable fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta think he can.
Why would you stay here while you're waiting for a visa? Wouldn't you be in the country you're from while you're waiting? It makes more sense.
Working?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that when the lawyer said, well, how long can you hang out? That meant how long can you just kind of hang out in limbo, not knowing if you can take this job yet or not? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, because it is kind of an open-ended question.
Yeah.
Hey, lawyer,
That's
be
different.
more descriptive.
Yeah.
They don't like doing that.
What was the food situation there?
Backs them to a corner.
No, they had
Todd
coffee.
a nice coffee.
Yeah, pretty good coffee.
No cookies?
It's a hazelnut roast.
Oh, that's
pretty good.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't
Ice
hate
has
it.
been stepping it up.
Yeah.
Ice has been.
Good for them.
That'd be nice if they had iced coffee, though.
Did you quit your other job?
All of their
yet.
coffee's iced coffee.
Not yet.
No.
You got PTO. So
Probably a
saved
good
up, I
idea,
hope.
by the way, now that I'm hearing about how this
I had a run-in with the boss like probably 2 days after Pat offered me the job. Came back from coffee and he gave me the tap of the watch.
like A Star Is Born?
And I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, this is how it's going to go down.
It's A Star Is Born right there. Lady Gaga walking in that fucking kitchen.
But the good news is him claiming the title of contributing blogger for the Pat McAfee show is fine because they've already got precedent on that's an internet job.
Correct,
that can be
yeah.
done from anywhere, like IT work and shit, like coding, stuff like that.
Oh, so how does that help us if it can be done from anywhere?
But what he said was you just can't add any new duties or job titles to him that you don't want someone to see because now you're moving in
So he can't
ahead
work
of the government
harder?
process.
See, yeah, that makes no
So he
sense.
can't work harder.
Can I get a visa?
Bro, what happened, man?
He can, just not on paper.
Yeah.
Just not on paper.
Yeah, but
it's an
He said just be mindful that they go through Twitter and they go through LinkedIn and they go through all that stuff.
Gumpy ain't got no fucking LinkedIn, man. You got a LinkedIn?
Hell no.
We're going to make you a shell one.
It's a good app. It's a good app.
Is there something that can happen in 10 weeks where they say, hey, we tried everything, get out of this?
Yeah, it's just 10 weeks is yes or no.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and this was an interesting question.
How long is it? Forever? If you get it in 10 weeks, if they say yes, is it forever?
3 years, I think.
And it's reevaluated. But you just
Really
get it
gotta shoot
renewed.
your shot,
But once
huh?
you get your first one, I guess renewal's easy. So it's just like, process. But here's a question I really like that he asked as devil's advocate. He's like, what if they ask, well, he doesn't have a history of being on radio or being an on-air personality of any kind before. What if they ask why now all of a sudden? I said, because none of us that work for Pat were that by design. He didn't want people that were already celebrities and already in the business because we are just common people.
Great answer.
That are representing common people.
Great answer.
So that's the business model. And that's the truth. You said that for the very
But
get-go.
that lawyer, though, that makes no sense to him, that guy, because he is nowhere near our demo. That guy's going to hate our shit.
But the girl did. It
He
made
goes,
sense
"Can
to the
I
girl.
find you on Google?"
He's unsubscribing very quick, by the way.
I'm telling
Can
you,
already tell.
Todd, that was fucking quite a performance. I was just sitting there in awe. I didn't say a damn word.
Oh, my God. And let's also let it be known that Gumpy did not dress up for the... Is it fucking a little foggy over there, Gorms?
Hi, Schmidt. I'm in fucking Amsterdam.
That's one of my favorite games to play
Well,
with
I can
Gorman.
tell you this started about 4 weeks ago when apparently Ty accidentally did it during a show. I
saw it.
And you told him, "Hey, can you try not
Blow
to
it
blow
that way, okay?
So now, once or twice a show, I watch Ty turn his head towards Gorham and just fucking engulf him in a cloud.
Gorms has the same reaction every time.
I mean, it's just,
Disgusted.
and I like him too. I really do. I like him. But then that happens, and I want to throw him on a ship to Canada.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Gorbs almost said he's one of the guys that I actually like.
I'd like to see that list. I'd like to
We know
see
what
that
you
It's a short list. Doesn't exist.
Ah, Gumpy, I hope you get in, man.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah, I said, hey, Gumpy, you want to borrow a sport coat? And he's like, oh, this coat's pretty sporty. It was a fucking Adidas jacket.
He looked. He rolled. I mean, you look good.
He
You
meant
got,
a suit coat.
hey, you got a Euro. You got a Euro style. Those are some joggers.
I wasn't gonna pack a suit though.
Shut up, dude.
We're gonna be here for 10 weeks.
Yeah, that's probably 2 to 4 weeks if you're in a suit and
Brought a bigger bag.
it's unbelievable. And then Todd walks in there wearing a hoodie. I mean, what a hilarious thought.
Yeah.
First they thought you guys were going to be Mexicans.
I came in and Todd was like filming the board too. He's like, "What the fuck is?"
Oh yeah, because you put that on your IG story. The guy walked in while you were doing it.
Right after I put the camera down, he walked in and just froze.
What was it? Their math was not accurate.
No, I don't know what he was trying to add up there, but it was off. Then we interviewed the receptionist on the way out about his dress apparel. She
Oh, what
liked
did
it
she
though.
say? Oh, she said
yeah,
cool?
she said she liked that he was comfortable.
That's a
so,
positive. You're real.
I'm not worried.
Yeah,
My
It went
God.
well, man. Better than I thought.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, quite the adventure though.
Hey, happy you're here, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to be back, boys. Me and Gorms are friends now. This is good.
Yeah,
It won't last.
Were we
don't
never
worry.
not
Oh, yeah,
friends?
we were all
You weren't-
friends at the
You didn't
beginning.
follow me on Twitter. You did today.
He'll block you too, though. I mean,
Yep.
Connor was blocked for a long time.
For a long time, yeah. It was some of my favorite moments on Twitter without Corbin.
without him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I could tweet freely about him and didn't have to worry about anything.
Gorms will hunt you down around the office, will tap you on the side, and you got to do the 2 minutes with Gorm. And he'll go, hey, who's this Gumpy guy? What's his deal?
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Where's he come from?
Oh,
A lot of questions about the company.
a lot of people come in this office, so he's like, hey, Gorms. I'm like, hey, what's your name? He's like, I'm like, oh, I heard about you. Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. Victoriaville, up there in Canada, by
Beautiful
Stanley
place.
Park, yeah.
By the way, we've seen his house. We
Very
Google
nice.
mapped his
Great
house.
hedges.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Great
great hedges.
Oh, by the way, they one of the things we got to get together are like little letters, kind of testimonials from people within the industry that he said preferably that work for recognizable companies to say that they've worked with Pat in the Pat McAfee show before. And all I could picture in my head was
Zuckerberg?
Please let us get some WWE fan that hits their desk at ICE in LA or something. And they're like, fucking Triple H? Like, let me send a letter.
Yeah, but the hilarious thing about that letter is it would definitely be a shot at them. That letter, I'd be like, Michael Cole, is there any way I need you to write a letter? I'm trying to hire a Canadian guy. It's a long story. Anyway, I just need you to say that the Pat McAfee Inc. is a reputable company.
What about your dogs? You have 2 absolute units.
No way they get allowed in, right? Is there a doggy ice?
He's coming for sure.
They just can't get jobs.
Well, yeah,
Nice.
Can't be working dogs.
Got Johnny Depp and some real shit. I mean, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's true.
True, yeah.
Bieber, didn't something happen with a monkey and Bieber?
That's
It was
the
either
first
an
person he
The monkey
talked
got
about.
deported.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, he called him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his monkey. He's like banned from a country because of that. Don't get banned, bro.
I can't. No way.
Are you gonna have to take the American citizen test at some point too? That's gonna be awesome to watch you prep for that.
Me and Nick were watching some George W. last night.
I got him up on some history.
Yeah, we were on it. A couple episodes a night. We'll get there.
What is that? That citizen's test is just like American history, right?
I think you have to be here for like 5 years before you have to
become
take
a
that,
citizen.
Oh, really?
That's what I remember from 8th grade civics, but I could be wrong.
Would you ever want to be a
Sounds about
citizen?
You
right.
should start prepping now.
I wonder how they hunt you down, though.
What's
like
that?
If you just don't go back, I wonder how they hunt you down.
Fucking marshals.
How long was-
Satellites.
How long
Fucking
was
US
21
Marshals.
Lee
How long did
Jones.
You ever see-
21 Savage have?
You ever see Tommy Lee Jones, U.S. Marshals?
Bro,
Really tracks you
the
down.
guy literally followed our podcast, right? He hit subscribe on our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't listening.
They know exactly where the fuck you are. They know you're right here.
I don't know if that guy listened all the way through to now, though.
No, definitely
He
not.
probably bailed out.
Yeah, like next week he
might, yeah.
If they're checking Twitter and LinkedIn, I'd assume that they listen to an entire podcast ripping them to shreds. I would assume that they will.
Well, maybe they'll get better.
How is this difficult though? This makes no sense to me.
The good part of it is the people that we're dealing with are on the side of getting Gump here. You know what I mean? They want people like Gump here.
That's good.
And so, yeah, they won't argue with what you're saying. It's a ridiculous process right now.
Yeah.
I
Let's
don't know.
go,
I
Gumpy.
didn't vote, so.
That's what he said to Todd, too.
Yeah, he asked
He
me.
goes, who'd you vote for?
Like, I'm not answering that question.
The lawyer did?
He's not impressed.
I saw a guy with a Bernie sticker.
Oh, nice.
I almost fucking ran him off the road.
Burn, baby, burn.
Feel the burn.
So Gump, the trip was easy
Yeah.
until this formality
Just the bottom.
happened.
I went into it with not a very open mind, though. Like, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, because the first guy you called is like,
Well-
forget about it, no chance.
When this is so basically, me and Pat talked about it a lot about me coming out here, and then he FaceTimed me, and I always work nights, and I was at work, and he goes, "How much do you make there?" And I was like, "I can't really hear you. I'll call you back at lunch." So I call Pat back at lunch, no answer. I'm like, motherfucker. Call him Saturday, no answer. I'm like, God damn it, I just fucking blow this. Monday morning, I get to work and I open, there's just an email with the offer. And I was like, so I was all stoked. I was having a great week. And then I called the first guy I called, no fucking chance. Go fuck myself.
Yeah, you wouldn't. All I did, I FaceTimed you. I just wanted to, because Phil and I were talking, and I was like, I don't know what. I don't know. And like, oh, how much do you make, Gumpy? And you're like, what? And you're literally taking like a fucking gas mask off because you're in the bottom of a boat. You got a whole fucking onesie on, whatever that thing's called. What is it? A little plastic suit you wear?
White suit.
Yeah, a little white suit on. He looked like he was making meth. It was a wild scene. And I'm like, yo, I just need it. He's like, hey, pal, does the whole thing. And I start talking. I can hear myself echoing through the FaceTime. And that means that there's no way that they can hear you on the other side. And he goes, well, I'll call you back. And I texted you, I think. I said, because that's where we got the price, the
No,
number
I
for.
texted you.
Yeah, the number or whatever. And then he called me back and I was like, I don't know. I think I was in the middle of something. I'm like, Phil's going to send him an email in like a fucking day. Yeah, it'll be better. It'll be a better surprise. Then he called me back again. I'm like, has Phil not sent these? And then I was like, I'm not answering. I do not want to have that conversation right now. And then I got a text from him saying, thanks. I'm like, whatever, let's get you into the country. And then this thing has been a nightmare, though.
So until he gets his visa, you have to pay him in Canadian currency.
Can't pay him at all. So
couple loonies and toonies up there.
Couple Canadian pounds.
can't give him anything. Can't give him fucking anything.
It's a real shame.
We'll get through it.
You can be reimbursed, they said. They reimburse you for things.
I think it should be like maybe earn your salary.
Yeah,
type
earn
thing,
your
huh?
keep. Yep, earn your pinstripes.
Hey, down here in America, you just work for free forever.
This is America.
Try out day one today.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's exceptions for professional athletes. All they got to do is show kind of who they are as
Jump
an
around
athlete,
a
where
couple
they're at, and
times,
things.
yeah.
And then there's you can be a management consultant, but you have to show that you have expertise in that field going back 5 years.
Maybe we get him on the Indy
Documentation
Fuel
of that.
team.
Scientific
He said that's what he deals with the most in this. It was
Indy Fuel.
racers.
Oh, yeah.
Race
Oh,
car
let's give him
drivers.
the
makes sense.
500.
Yeah. So, yeah. He said he had a billionaire that owned some kind of, what's the
Airplane.
Formula One type racing, right?
Yeah.
He owned a team, and his billionaire wasn't playing by the rules, evidently. So they hit him with you can't come back to the States thing and refused to let his plane land. So he was.
So now we're not letting billionaires in?
No. So he's like
It's an elite group of 65,000.
in the air and calls this attorney, and he's like, hey, I'm either going to run out of gas and crash, or I'm going to find a strip somewhere to lay this thing down. So he had to work in furious fashion to get him a temporary, okay, we can let him land and go to this race thing. It was crazy.
Glad the lawyer's squealing like a stuck pig on other cases. Jesus, man. You're a freaking lawyer. Is anything sacred? How about this one, Todd? I had a guy called himself a cattle farmer.
Well, he got it done legally, so
he's
that's all
gonna
that
be-
matters.
he's gonna be
So that
talking-
gives me some faith.
Oh, man. I'm happy you explained our entire business plan to him.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to come in. You know what Pat McAfee's doing? Listen to this shit. Yeah, they got a guy from Canada, I guess, but his business plan is this. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. So billionaires aren't even allowed in?
Not if they don't play by the
Hard
rules.
on him.
Good tippers, man. Bring them in.
Yeah.
Bring them in.
I mean, they better be.
Hey, ask him if he wants to advertise, too, by the way. Next time you talk to that lawyer, ask him if that billionaire guy wants to advertise.
Get a little break on this bill.
Oh, are you a salesman now? We did not add in that you were a salesman. This is a fucking lawyer.
You guys dressing up every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
of course.
As do I. As you guys know that.
Like to look
Yep.
good.
You always
Yes.
look good.
Well, there's one place you need to go then.
Where's
That
that?
place is called Indochino. Okay.
Oh, Indochino.
Okay.
Listen, Indochino is a custom suit website where you go and you put in your measurements and they create you a custom suit. It's absolutely great. I did it probably for the first time 4 or 5 years ago. Before I was even here, before I even had ads for them, I had an Indochino suit.
Yeah.
So basically what it is you go to the site, you put in all your measurements, you put in, you get monogram on the sleeves,
nice. Huge move.
you get to pick the color, you
Playa.
get to pick the neckline, whatever you want to do, you get to pick the inner lining, you get to pick everything. It's fucking awesome. So then they send you the suit, make sure it fits right, and that's all you really do. So we all know that everyone looks better in a custom suit than
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking?
I ain't wearing off the rack.
we don't get off the rack, okay?
Everybody's different. You can't buy off the rack. Nobody's the same.
Indochino is the world's most exciting made-to-measure menswear company. We make suits and shirts to your exact measurements for an unparalleled fit and comfort. Here's how it works. You visit a stylist at our showroom and have them make your measurements personally or measure at home yourself and shop online at Indochino.com. Choose your fabric inside and out. Choose your design customizations. Submit your measurements with your choices. Relax while your suits get professionally tailored and mailed to you within a couple of weeks. Wow. This week, our listeners can get any premium Indochino suit for just $359 at Indochino.com.
Wow.
When entering Heartland at checkout. That's 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure premium suit. That's 50% off.
It's almost half off.
That ain't no joke. It's almost half off. Some would say is half off. Plus, there's a plus.
Ooh,
Can't wait for
bonus.
this.
Beauty.
Free shipping.
Whoa! Here we go.
No one does that anymore.
Nope, no one does that anymore. That's Indochino.com, promo code Heartland for any premium suit for just $359 and free shipping. Indochino.com, promo code Heartland. Incredible deal for a premium made-to-measure suit. Once you go custom, you don't go back.
All right, so what else is going on? What's going on with you, Diggs?
Well, all this politics talk. Choo-choo. Get off tracks. Decided that if I'm ever going to run for office, I'm going to run on a couple things.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Number one being all bars must offer a bottomless brunch on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And also all bars must close at midnight. There ain't no reason to be open past midnight. That's just ludicrous. And then secondly, men need to make more money than women.
Oh.
Ooh, strike!
What do you mean strike?
I can't wait to hear this.
What do you mean?
What's your reasoning?
They have so many more opportunities than we do.
Dublin down.
Strike two!
It's unbelievable. Like, I'm scrolling through Instagram, and every single goddamn girl has got a private Snapchat or OnlyFans or Patreon account where these dudes are going to subscribe, and we don't have that opportunity. Like yesterday, I was scrolling through. Christy Mack's got one now, and how am I not going to pay $18 a month to see what she's been up to lately? Madison Ivy's getting one next week. We don't have that opportunity. No one wants to see me naked.
Yeah, but you could just watch porn instead of following them.
Yeah, that is the weird part because I could just go for free and type their name in, but she's been out of the game for a few years. You got to see what she's up to these days. It's just we're not granted the same opportunities as these good-looking women are.
Well, I don't know about, speaking of I would say that one point in response to that would be doing the math. If she has a private Instagram situation that you have to pay $18.99 a month to view, she's making more money than you.
Yeah, I know, correct. That's what I'm saying. So we need to make more money.
Oh, you said women should make more than men.
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't. That's why I took my headset off. Because it was quite a wild hill to
We're
start
not
to
offering
climb.
the same amount of opportunities.
Gotcha.
On Instagram?
On Instagram. Instagram is
on
woman
social
friendly.
media.
On social media.
Okay.
So you're for work equality.
Correct. On social media.
On behalf of men.
On social media.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And also bottomless brunches.
And plus size models.
I think you should maybe push that first one the most, the bottomless brunches thing. Keep the other two off.
What, the bar closing at midnight? You don't agree with that one?
I think, like Connor immediately went, yeah, as soon as he heard it, because he's a late night sloppy drunk.
Well, no, not only that. Games don't end at 12, so you're going to kick people out.
Yes, they do. What games don't end at 12?
NBA games that start at 10:30.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about those? Those are regular season
Yeah, but
games.
see, listen, this is the easy concession you can make to get the other people to come across the aisle on your side on the later agendas, like
Is to-
the pay raise.
So to, all right, 12:30.
Call it even one.
Hey, not a bad debate. There, look at you giving in. That last one, though, you're still going to have to drop off, I think.
Diggs, I really don't see you getting elected. I really don't, brother.
It's a long
I
shot.
just don't see
Well, I
it.
mean, I got a lot more ideas. I just didn't want to pile them all on you immediately.
You want to give out on
Start with
all
one
the good
thing at a
ones.
time.
I just think the world would be a better place if everyone was out of the bar by midnight
Okay.
and home in bed. You get up a lot earlier the next day. You're more productive the next day. You're not as hungover the next day. You start earlier in the day. I don't know what that does for anyone.
Plenty of time to dig through OnlyFans and see what's going on there.
It's just...
It's also called not drinking.
I'm
just saying. You're talking about getting good night's sleep. You're talking about going home. I say, well, you can always. I mean, if you don't want to,
That fucking horse you're riding. I don't know how you got in here. Piece of shit. Mister, I'm not drinking.
Well, I'm just saying.
What some of us, I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
You better. You better with the Instagram models.
Diggs taking a moral high ground there on you is very beautiful. Because you were saying not to drink.
Feel better. You won't be hungover. Don't go to the bar then. How about that?
Yeah, well.
Diggs, have you fallen off that last one yet? Since
one?
the beginning of your campaign here, or 6 minutes ago? Have you fallen off your third pillar that you're really going to pitch for?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, boy.
You know me.
I think you got a shot now.
He's back.
I think you got
Here we go.
That's a great
very
campaign
easily
manager, what you just did.
Yeah, I did there.
Yeah.
I watched that Roger Ailes Divide and Conquer documentary last night.
Oh, yeah?
And by saying I watched it, I watched the first 15 minutes, fell asleep. Got the point of it, though. You know what I mean? That guy started Fox News.
Yep.
He's the guy that started Fox News 20-some years ago.
So he's loaded.
Yes.
Yes.
You could say that.
He also got Nixon, Reagan, and they're saying Trump as well all into office. Like he's their actual reason why they got into office. He's the one that was their campaign manager. All this insane shit, the way he used TV basically and this whole thing.
Wow.
Created Fox News in a response to MSNBC being created as a political talk. He had something called America's Talking or something. Was like he had like a podcast network almost, I feel like, before way before podcasts were even started. And I'll tell you what, being a campaign manager would be a pretty cool little gig. You just tell the people what to say and how to say it, and then there's no repercussions. You just this would go out there and just say this. We'll get a good close-up shot of you, and then we'll just mail that to all the local news networks, and you'll be a president tomorrow.
Like a live person ventriloquist.
He got fired. He got
Me too.
yeah by
He was one of the early ones too. I think.
got pushed out. The documentary starts with, I think it was Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck leads off the documentary and says that the book he wrote, that this documentary is basically going off of, is a book that he wrote to his son because whenever he dies, he knows that all they're going to say is terrible things about him. So he wanted this book for his kid to be like his message to his kid. Like, hey, yeah, they're saying a lot of terrible things about me, but please remember this too. It was like, so he knows that he's going to be painted as a terrible person, I think.
Wow.
That's a wild scene.
Anybody can get it.
Anybody.
There's a documentary. Have you seen the Studio 54 documentary yet?
No.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Studio 54 was like the most exclusive club like in our history, I guess. And
that's where Mr. I like gold.
Was it?
Gold member?
It might have been like modeled after
oh yeah. They played in the movie.
Yeah.
Studio 54.
Yeah, where he lifts his leg up.
Michael.
Was it American Gangster?
Myers.
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Mike Myers.
Studio 54? That's where they were, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's the whole story of how it came to be and all that stuff. And I tell you what, to watch this guy work the system, make it as popular a club as it was, this guy just had the mind for it. You know what I mean? Like he would stand out in front of his own club and he would look at you and he'd be like, "You're not getting in here. Go shave your face." Because the guy had like 2-day growth of a beard on his face.
Respect.
You're not coming in here. You got a polyester big collar shirt on, like because it was a discotheque, right? So you would have to dress a certain way to get in, play all these games to get in, and it just became such a battle to say you got in that door for notoriety's sake that it just took off like crazy.
Zero chance I would ever attempt to go to that place if it was around now, but I respect their business plan back in the day. Nowadays it wouldn't work because there's too many options.
Correct.
It is, yeah. And it was like, because there weren't so many options, like if you became the club where all the celebrities went, everybody wanted to go see the celebrities, and that's what.
What was Copa?
Copacabana.
It's where all the mobsters went, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Friday nights, Saturday nights. That's where literally they all were.
I like to avoid there.
Hottest spot north of Havana at the Copacabana. Music and fashion were always in something. Copa
And murders.
The weirdest thing about
gold chains.
the best part about the documentary was at one point Michael Jackson walks in the front door, right? And they have this footage of someone was filming, and he's 21.
Mute him.
And he looks normal, right? Normal Michael Jackson.
Mike Jackson.
He has this fro or whatever, and he is talking so normal and just like, oh yeah, this is a club to be, and he's real social and all this stuff. And I'm like, what in the fuck happened?
Dude.
Like 3
He
years
went
later.
to Studio 54. That's what happened. Saw that sex and rock and roll and drugs going on around him.
What happened to him wasn't his
I'm
fault.
going in.
So much cocaine in that place. They had it hidden in ceiling tiles and shit throughout the club.
Topped it. He topped it.
Have a day, dude.
Also,
Have a day.
at my bottomless brunch,
Good idea.
you need to offer more than just fucking mimosas and Bloody Marys. Not everyone likes champagne and fucking tomato juice. Okay?
Amen.
Thank you.
Attaboy.
Okay.
Are you just going to go?
No, that was it.
You said it's something there before when we all just kind of had
Specific music at the brunch, maybe?
Yeah.
Listen, he's not being muted in my place.
Wow.
Who's that?
Whatever you do, just leave Thriller alone.
Oh,
Okay.
Ty.
Okay.
Ty, you're not getting into the Diggs campaign.
No. I'm just saying that whole album, just separate it. Just separate it. Leave it be.
That's
Leave it be.
unbelievable.
You're saying give that to ABC, Michael Jackson?
Yeah, sure.
So that song sucks, by the way.
It's just the one that I know Michael Jackson from as a kid.
Yeah, but 21-year-old Michael Jackson was doing just fine.
Yeah.
It was just normal.
You like the video where he actually turned into a monster visibly.
Correct.
Oh, no, that's not me. Ty said that. I wasn't sure if you
Hey, great production value on that video.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
So what's up with you, Nick?
Hey, why are you still on, why are you not on the mute mic train?
Well, I mean, you can mute all his other music. That's fine by me. But Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, all on that album. All right. Great album. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And I've said, I think that was before he was, licking bung holes. And I think he was somewhat normal at that point.
Tongue punching fart boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You said that, but we all told you, no, that's actually incorrect.
No, Nick actually jumped over to my side today.
Well,
He says, hey, I think
what age
you're
did
right.
he start?
Oh, boy.
The one kid was in the Beat It video, right?
Yeah, and the Thriller one, too.
He's just dipping his toe in the water then.
No, he was on set at the Thriller one, all right? He wasn't in the video yet.
on
He wasn't
set.
in the video yet.
Tryouts.
Beat It being the name.
Yeah.
Beat It. Oh.
Which was what the whole documentary was about.
I turned it off, man. I couldn't watch it. That's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
It was
It
disturbing.
was?
Yeah, it was
It's a
terrible.
great way to describe
It's like 3 days later, we were still talking about it.
Yeah.
I'd probably have different views if I watched it.
You might. You might.
Well, you haven't watched it?
No.
At least Abducted in Plain Sight was funny because it was adults and they were just idiots.
Well, it wasn't adults either. I mean, that
Yeah.
was
Well,
It was a girl.
a little girl.
yeah, but
When it's time to make a hire for your small business, naturally, you want to find the best person for the job. Odds are that person is on LinkedIn. LinkedIn jobs make it easy to get matched with quality candidates who make the most sense for your role. LinkedIn Jobs uses knowledge, hard work and skills and soft skills to match you with the people who fit your role the best.
Nice.
People come to LinkedIn every day to learn and advance their careers, so LinkedIn understands what they're interested in and what they're looking for. Which means when you use LinkedIn Jobs to hire someone, your matches are based on so much more than just your resume.
Nice.
Perfect.
Your LinkedIn Jobs matches are based on skills. On skills.
Yeah.
And background.
Background.
Sure, but also interests and activities and passions. Matching lets you quickly get a group of the most relevant, qualified candidates for your role. That way you can focus on the candidates you want to spend time talking to.
None of the others.
And make a quality hire you're excited about. Customers rate LinkedIn Jobs numero uno, number one in delivering quality hires. Post a job today at linkedin.com/heartland and get $50 off your first job post. That's linkedin.com/heartland.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
Great job.
Dr. Phil.
It's kind of Bill Clinton-ish. I love that Clinton.
There's a lot of Clinton in Dr.
Either way, really.
Works for me.
Let's change the subject.
Yeah, go.
I want to talk about another famous Canadian immigrant who made a world of impact on all of our lives.
Oh.
Nice.
And is unfortunately been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Alex
Thank you.
Trebek.
I'm not happy about
What a
that.
professional message, too. Like, that guy
It was
is
incredible.
just the ultimate professional.
He's the best.
Class, humor. I mean, what else can you say?
Hate Sajak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Legend. As he should.
We love Alex Trebec.
Love.
Everybody does.
Love Alex Trebec. I spend 30 minutes a night with Alex Trebec.
Humor.
I spend more time with Alex Trebec than
Not us.
anybody outside of this. Insane. It's Alex Trebec is just such a smooth cat, man.
Yeah, dude.
He's such a smooth.
Even the
cat.
announcement, the whole thing was fucking smooth.
I love when he
I
would
would've
bury
bawled
someone.
my eyes out.
Yeah,
It's the best.
When they stumble over something or get something wrong or have no clue, when all three people get their answer wrong and he just drops a fucking one-liner in there.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing great, Zeke. You're
Yeah,
doing great.
The football questions are always classic, too.
What do you have? What do you have, Zeke?
No, it's fucked up. This is embarrassing somebody, though.
Romantic partners, you know. It's really catchy and fun.
Losers, in other words.
So last night, I watched last night. after his announcement. Well, I guess 2 nights ago now, with the way the show's coming out tomorrow. And somebody gave an answer that I think regular Alex Trebec would have buried the person and said, "Oh, that's nice," and then just moved to the next person. I was like, "Oh, this is a little bit of a softer Trebec, but I completely understand."
Sure.
I think Trebec's only going to get better through this song.
I want him to see him go out guns a-blazing. Just burn everybody down.
This person
dial it up.
This person gave an answer, and I saw Trebek, I saw it happen. I saw him look at him. That's beautiful. Maybe he might have gave the answer in his head, had the moment. Like when you're on a diet and you look at food. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
That's a shame.
And he was like the biggest fan of the SNL skits, making fun of him with Sean Connery.
Correct.
Like he loved that. He handled it. Dude, that guy is the consummate pro.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
How about you, Gorms?
Well, I got a little financial news and I have a little criminal news.
Okay.
Financial news. This is maybe just interesting to me only, but I'm giving a big tip of the cap to Arthur Blank.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Owner
for
of the
sure.
Falcons.
And you know who I'm talking about, Arthur Blank.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I honestly think that there is a part of you that thinks you were an NFL owner at one point.
Not true. Not true.
That's on me. I saw
Your good buddy Art.
Arthur Blank, owner of Home Depot.
Home Depot,
right?
yeah.
He started up, owns the Falcons.
Good guy too, by the way.
$2 hot dogs last year.
Oh, yeah. I did see
$3
this.
nacho chips and salsa.
Let's go.
Yeah.
$1.50 popcorn.
Let's
They
go.
did that last year.
Love that.
Concession sales went up 22%.
Oh, look at that forward thinking.
22% for Arthur Blank. Then what did he do?
Lowered the prices even more.
No. He bought a yacht. But I'm just saying. Remember, he did. He bought the $180 million yacht. So Blank says, I'm not done with that. He goes down from $2 hot dogs to $1.50 for the upcoming year.
So I was right.
You were right. He just kept going. 22% concession stands are up. I'm just saying, hey, love the thinking.
Hey, that's a businessman, by the way.
Correct.
It is.
Okay, I got 75,000 people in here, 80,000 people in here. Let's say 5,000 people are willing to spend the amount of money that we used to charge everybody. Every other stadium does. We lower these prices.
Everybody's
We
in.
got 45, 50,000 people buying things. All of a sudden, that's a lot better. Hey, by the way, that's our mantra.
$1.50.
Walmart. We want it Walmart.
That's
Get
it.
everybody in the
These
party.
fucking
So I'm giving him a big-
stadiums charging $10 a fucking beer.
It's ridiculous.
Nothing on parking, though, but concessions,
Yeah,
parking.
parking.
We deal with parking here.
They're not creating more land, Gorms. They're not creating more land.
Okay, and the second thing I got is
Can we buy these spots in front of the office
I don't think so.
from the city?
I think you
that'd
just
be
put a
nice.
sign up.
It'd be
It becomes yours.
pretty expensive, I guess.
Is it really? I think
That'd just be my guess.
These are cheap ass roads. You see the fucking potholes?
A lot of potholes out there.
Maybe we could adopt a highway part of that portion and we get the spots.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, it's like a title sponsor.
Correct. Yeah.
We need like 3 spots and a sign. Thank you. We'll have this chunk of shitty highway. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No.
Go
It's
on.
my name on the street. It's Pat McAfee Street.
Very difficult
I
to
get
get
this.
around Atlanta. We learned that.
Yeah, true.
If
But
you
you
have
were you're a pretty impressive driver there. I mean, I feared for my life about half dozen times, but you did get us.
Yeah.
there.
I am a driver. Ari Leindyke taught me.
Race car driver.
All right, let's talk some crime,
factual statement.
specifically in New Mexico, because I remember this story, and it was 5 months ago. A dog shot its owner.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay, the shotgun's in the back seat. The dog's ready to go out there and do his thing. He steps on the trigger, shoots a guy through the back of his chair, hits him right in the back.
Fucking
Dead?
Kills him? No, not dead. Hospitalized, everything like that. Fast forward 5
Didn't
months.
charge him with murder, though. Just involuntary dog slaughter.
Yeah. but
All right, I'll walk on that.
last week.
Hey, you're a dad.
Last week, said dog with the owner who has recovered. The owner reports, somebody shot my dog.
Really?
On his property. He said, I found him just lying in
That's
a heap
fucking
down there.
right.
He killed his
That kind of
dog?
pissed me off.
Yeah, of course it pissed
So
you
I'm
off.
saying this. We've got to get some, Todd, if you know anybody out in New Mexico in crime solving.
Oh,
let's
you want
get
to
on it.
call New Mexico?
I'm serious. This guy got so pissed off that the dog shot him 5 months earlier. He said, okay, I'm back. I can stand up. I can shoot my gun now. Go run after this Frisbee
Yeah, it's
fight.
fucked up.
Oh, he shot his dog.
No, he's just saying, hey, I found my dog on my property with bullet holes in it.
We know who did it.
Dateline says that he did.
I hope so. I hope Keith Morris.
What kind of dog? Do you know?
That's what we need.
I don't know. Mixed breed, I do know that. It wasn't a purebred.
What if he put a hit out on his dog instead? From the hospital bed.
Maybe is he married?
That I don't know. But yeah,
It's always somebody that knows.
that damn dog.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
Damn
this
dog just
guy's
excited?
definitely
Yeah.
suspect number one.
I would say so, right?
Let's make sure we understand though that this guy is a recovering, like victim of a bullet wound.
That's true. You
Dog
know,
shot him. Well, don't get shot by your dog.
Yeah, but you guys are.
you know how sometimes you have a kid and the kid's the bad seed, like they're a psychopath, and like maybe this happened to the dog.
The dog
Maybe that
doesn't
dog's
have
a
opposable
psychopath.
thumbs.
Well, it just has. Well, there's a will, there's a
It's all
way.
this guy.
Evidently.
Also, and other stories that bothered me this week. They're making a big deal about the guy who survived 5 days off of just the Taco Bell.
That's not surviving.
Hot
It's
sauce.
I thought you just ate Taco Bell for 5 days.
No. He was
thriving.
He was stuck in the snow for 5 days. Blah blah blah. And all he had was Taco Bell fucking
with the little
sauce.
with like the little jokes on there.
Yeah,
You
the
think
lava
he's-
sauce.
So
he's stuck in the snow, pulling it out like fucking.
which is
joke.
not impressive at all because he has snow, which is water, and Taco Bell sauce, which is some sustenance. Todd went 7 days with nothing. Like Todd did nothing for 7 days.
We showed it can be done. So what's he bragging
5 days
about?
without fucking food is nothing.
At least you had sauce packets.
Get out of my fucking timeline.
Hey,
dude.
Jesus fasted too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
33 days.
40 nights. People forget. It's
crazy.
Gandhi fasted.
Yeah, 30 days, 30 nights.
Gandhi fasted like a lot, didn't he? Like he.
Every time you want to make a statement, I'm just not eating until everybody changes their mind.
Got his point across too.
Yeah,
and it worked.
People do that.
effective.
Jails do that all the
Sure
time.
they
The inmates
Hunger
do
strikes,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
hunger strikes all the time.
You know, it's a big time myth about eating snow to keep you hydrated, right?
What do you mean?
Supposedly, it actually dehydrates you more.
No, that's the ocean. That's
that's
salt
only
water.
if it has road salt.
Correct. Yep. Salt water.
Your body
Ice
has to use more body heat to melt the snow in your mouth.
Yes.
You warm it up,
I don't give
obviously.
a fuck what they say.
Really?
So what do you think about that?
Well, here's an idea. How about I just fucking melt in my hands and I sip it out of my hands like a fucking dog?
It's something to think about. You might
Then you're moving
You
mountains.
should, by the way, do that in your campaign video.
might
so
get
you look relatable.
hypothermia. Your fingers turn black and they fall off.
No, not if you're in the house.
You have a bowl.
Or in the car.
Don't let
Then
that,
you eat your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
don't let that guy in New
doesn't hurt
Mexico
either.
find
Any
it.
more fucking ideas, genius?
Just shooting from the hip.
I think you're thinking of salt water and you're thinking of
Nope.
being in the
No,
ocean.
nah.
The salt water's definitely
Castaway.
You can't. Yeah, you have to build a tarp over your raft so when the rain falls, and then you got to drink that.
You just got to melt it before you eat it.
Yeah, you got to boil it. Obviously, we'll have a life straw. So
Hey,
it's fine either
is
way.
it worse? Life straw works in the ocean
Correct.
too.
I know.
Here's a game you can't win. Credit card debt.
Yep.
Nowadays, they include a little breakdown to show you how only paying the minimum payments means you'll be paying it off for decades. That's right, Gorms, decades. That's too long to be paying off credit card debt. With Lending Club, you can consolidate your debt and pay off credit cards with one fixed monthly payment.
Sounds good.
Only one payment.
Wow.
It's way better
That's it?
than a whole bunch of payments.
So much better.
Yeah, it really is.
Since 2007, Lending Club has helped millions of people regain control of their finances with affordable fixed rate personal loans, no trips to a bank, no high interest credit cards. Just go to lendingclub.com, tell them about yourself and how much you want to borrow, pick the terms that are right for you, and if you're approved, your loan is automatically deposited into your bank account as little as a few days. Lending Club is the #1 peer-to-peer lending platform with over $35 billion in loans issued. Go to lendingclub.com/heartland, check your rate in minutes and borrow up to 40 lodge, 40 grand, $40,000.
Damn.
That's
Wow.
lendingclub.com/heartland, lendingclub.com/heartland. All loans made by WebBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Is that the worst way to die? You think stranded out in the ocean?
It can't be
Buried
great.
alive.
It's gotta suck.
I don't know.
Buried alive's up there.
Because in the ocean, you're fucking dehydrated, and then like I've seen, they're all fucking sunburnt.
Well, and you're thinking, so you're getting
see shit.
you're getting cooked.
Yeah.
You're thinking a shark is going to kill you at any given time, and then eventually you're going to drown and die.
Correct.
So that's three. That's fear,
Burning,
burning,
drowning.
starving, and drowning all in one death.
What about the
And
desert?
you're surrounded
Yeah.
by water while you're like dying of thirst.
I think
And
that makes it
sunburn
that
worse
you
than
can't
the
drink.
desert.
That would
Yeah.
be tough. That would be tough.
Yeah,
for
you're
me.
just staring at it. Oh, I can't drink
I
it.
did always have this thought that when I hole in the eardrum thing, so I think that might have made it a little bit more. I think it is the worst though.
I mean, I've always freezing to death would be a bad one for me. Like that always seems.
Is
to be
that
tough.
quick or
You just got to
slow?
layer up.
I think it's very
I think
painful.
that's a slow. I think that's a slow death.
When you're in that ocean, there's always like a thought that you're going to get saved, though, right? Like any little thing is a
Yeah,
potential
you
boat.
might see like a plane or a boat. Yeah.
So you have a little optimism.
A couple
a little
of
hope.
sea turtles grab you and drag you to shore.
Yeah. You get an island maybe.
I like that show Survivorman. Do you guys remember that show?
Yeah, he was a
Survivorman?
piece
He
of
was-
shit.
Fuck that guy.
He was a Canadian. It was
Why do you two hate this
Well, because
guy?
he wasn't Bear
boring.
Grylls.
What are you talking about? He actually I don't want to say what Bear Grylls is.
Bear Grylls is a fucking phony.
I won't go on the record and say that Ty did, not me, because any guy that drinks piss for TV, I
Correct.
respect.
He also fucking
Capri
still
Sun
like
grills.
went in and he still did everything
He
just
did.
because he chose to maybe fly somewhere and sleep in a tent for a night.
No problem.
He did these things and he made it entertaining.
That episode, I mean, I don't think he's
Spider-Man
really a hack.
was-
He slept inside of like a fucking
Caribou.
dead yak one night, like slid it open, slid its innards open, and like laid in there, like
he wasn't.
I
like
For
Survivor
5
Man.
minutes, though.
Did you get the shot? Yeah, come out of the yak.
He wasn't
Come
doing
out of
to
the
show how
yak.
tough he was. He was just trying to show you how to fucking live.
True.
And we got the Marshawn episode with him too.
Running Wild. No, that's a
yeah.
whole different show now. I enjoy that show. That Marshawn Lynch thing with him is incredible. I like Survivor.
Yeah,
Man,
I do
though.
too.
Him setting up the shot so he could walk through the shot to go get the shot and
talking
set up
about
another
it.
shot
Yeah,
is
yeah.
insane.
His body.
Yeah, he set up the shots so he could stare at his ass the whole time. Just fat naked dude out in the desert.
I don't know why he was so fat. He was always out in the Survivor.
He bulked up.
He's it's hibernation
Bulked up.
season, bro.
I mean, I got no room to fucking talk.
Played the harmonica too. You remember he used to fucking wail on
Well,
that
I
harmonica.
can't sleep right now, so yeah.
He's just talking.
Boy, this rain is just driving me crazy. It's about 3 a.m. I haven't slept yet. You know that guy.
Yeah, we know.
And now his son.
Yeah,
and
it's
now
like
his-
reading
yeah.
a little girl's diary. Like, who cares? Show me something awesome, like Bear would.
It's
See,
true.
they're two different things, though. I think you're comparing two different things. Bear Grylls, badass, like SEAL for England,
Yeah.
though.
Mm-hmm.
Survivor Man, hippie guy, likes camping, decides to camp without anything. That's what he is. There's two different guys.
I mean, I get it, but I feel like those are the two guys, and you have to draw a line down the middle.
oh, is that real?
Oh, yeah,
There's a beef there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You got to pick one.
You had to pick
There
a
can
team.
be only
Yeah,
one.
you
It's
couldn't
like the
tell.
Highlander.
You had to pick. Like
I'm on-
back in our day, you had to pick.
I'm on Team Bear.
For sure.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he can beat him.
Let's go Bears.
I mean, he trains fucking like all the special forces.
You're
got a Khalil Mack coming
up. We should probably do Survivor Man or something like that.
Oh, I'd last.
Drop us
I'd do
out
it.
here.
We should not.
No.
I'd be
I
down.
should not.
Fuck
You-
that.
Yeah, I'm not doing
That
it.
shit sucks.
I'm not
Sleeping in like
sleeping in
a
a
tent.
yak.
and
No,
stuff
I mean,
like
if we
that.
don't get out of the woods within like 6 hours,
Oh, yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
walk
day
in the
trip,
woods for
yeah,
6
day
hours.
trip.
Yeah.
I'll go hike.
well, no, we get dropped off.
Yeah. We jump
that
out of a
compass?
helicopter
What's in your like essential like Survivor kit?
Well, a flint and a knife, obviously,
and that straw.
and a life straw. That's all I need.
In
man.
Diggs' head, camping is 6 hours.
No. Just for our purposes. You will ask Nick though. We would go on weekend camping trips, and I would always leave after the first night.
Further than I would.
yeah,
go.
it's a good play.
Further than I would go. That Naked and Afraid is also one of those things.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of that show. I don't think. I don't know why. I've never watched it.
Alone is a great one. Have you ever watched Alone?
No.
So they have to film their shit themselves. They
Like Survivor Man.
Yeah. So they put them out. I think there's like 8 contestants. So they'll be like in the northwest United States, so where it's real wooded and rainy all the time.
Oh, nice.
And they'll be several miles apart, but they have to see who can stay the longest. I think one guy lasted over 6 months.
That's Stone Cold Steve Austin movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
the
like
Condemned.
condemned.
That's what that is.
But every now and then one will be like cutting their firewood, and they'll bounce off the stump, and they'll fucking shave a big hunk out of their leg, and they're like, ah! They have to call for the boat. Yeah, it's pretty good. What's up with you, Zito?
I just have one little thing here. I don't understand. For England, they use the metric system, like kilograms, but their main currency is pounds.
Wow.
I don't understand that one bit.
Huh.
So I'll just hang up and listen.
Gumpy, you have a
it's
queen?
a really good.
Yeah, you use the metric system.
They weigh in stones, though, don't they?
Oh,
Oh, it's not pounds.
No, it's singular though.
no, he meant to say they pay in
Stone.
pounds.
They pay.
218 stone. Did you ever watch a UFC fight?
Yeah.
Or a fucking
weird.
strongman competition.
Oh,
Christ.
Rude Van. No.
Nope, that's soccer.
Yeah.
No.
Rob.
Yeah, what is his name?
And he was for the Dutch. What a great fucking
Greg
striker Rude
Von-
was.
Yeah, I agree.
Mario Pujanowski.
There's one. There was a couple of those World's Strongest, but that had a little run there on ESPN.
Oh,
really
yeah,
did.
dude. The Atlas Stone.
Atlas Stone's
Oh.
unbeatable.
Pujanowski,
man.
is he the guy that had his legs snapped carrying a fridge on his back?
It might have been. Pujanowski was like a three year in a row champ, I remember. Mid 2000s.
Just absolutely dominated the tractor pull.
Those Atlas balls were they'll get you because they get heavier as they
Fuck
go.
yeah.
You could tell on that first Atlas ball whether or not Cuzzy was going to make it to the last
Oh, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's where you separate the men from the
The
boys.
keg toss was always the good one,
Oh, who was that kid who was from like New Jersey or Connecticut or Boston? He was an American. They literally filmed him from day
Yeah.
one of starting to train. Dark
Is he
haired
the
kid.
smaller guy?
He's in that documentary.
He went on to win. He went on to win. He was an American.
Beast.
He won. Yeah.
Like his what he would eat every day was incredible.
Sumo wrestler type stuff.
Yeah, it was like enough to feed all of us. Like if you took the amount of food we eat together as a group one day, that's what he would eat by
Think
himself.
about that training.
Sven Magnuson.
Van Magnuson, right?
I don't know if that's his specific name. I just remember there were a bunch of Swedes and Nordic
Magnuson,
guys, and
that
that
was
is
it.
one name
Yeah.
that's stuck in my head.
He just broke the record, I think.
No, that was the mountain.
That's the mountain.
Oh, that was the mountain.
He's got another Norwegian name like that, Viking blood.
Is he still alive in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he is.
Kind of.
He died and came back.
Spoiler.
He's
Spoilers.
still
Jesus.
still an active player in the game.
Yeah.
He's a zombie.
He's a zombie, pretty much.
I'm glad. I like this character.
Is there any way I can just watch something that'll catch me up to what you guys are going to...
There was
there's
someone.
YouTube videos.
Yeah, there was someone. There is a YouTube page that has 10-minute recaps of each season.
And how many seasons are
So
there?
it's going to take an hour to catch up.
But
Like one episode.
it's a lot of seasons. You're not
Okay, and I will know what's going on?
You'll have an
probably.
idea.
You'll have a
I'm
grasp.
excited. I'm going to be a throner.
There you go.
All you nerds love that. I'm excited for
It's
it.
just 7, 6, 7, 10-minute videos, and you'll be right there.
It's going to be tough to get Sam on board, but...
I've never watched one either. No.
Oh, gee.
Me
Fuck
neither.
you.
Well, I
Go
think-
back to Canada.
Wait, when does it start? April what?
April 13th.
All right.
go.
What is it? It's March. So you have
March 8th.
you have some time to catch up.
I'm going to do it soon, though, so we can start getting on throning
April 14th.
excitement. I would like to get on
there
the
you go.
throning
Yeah.
excitement.
Yeah.
Apparently,
build up.
Apparently, Thrones starts the Sunday night of the Masters. That's
Yeah,
going
it's
to
gonna
be
be-
an incredible
Wow.
Sunday.
Holy shit, those naps in the afternoon. Right into my first
Fully
real
juiced.
Throne season.
Nice.
Let's go.
Fucking, we're gonna go to the pub and we're gonna play Game of Thrones War or Risk.
Yeah, no chance I'm going to that. Yeah.
Missing out, man.
Yeah.
Keep score on the chalkboard.
On our wine bar.
There was when they were interns, there was like 12 of them in my goddamn living room playing with Nick, and while I was in my room just doing normal human things.
You were playing. Don't lie.
I was a sucker
you
for
were
a good game
playing.
of Risk. What
That's
can I
all
say?
we did for like 3 weeks was just like drink like a ridiculous amount of beer and play Risk until like 6 a.m.
You guys were literally not worth a single fucking shit.
Nope.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
No,
But hold on. Risk is on your iPad, isn't it?
it's
Yeah,
much
we'll
quicker.
do a
there.
version on the iPad.
Much quicker.
I'm undefeated, by the way.
It's a really good.
Oh, yeah.
On
really
the
good
fucking
airplane.
plane.
Yeah, it's a really good airplane game.
Nice.
On the plane, I only played one time. Nick was upset about it, obviously. I just won the fucking game, didn't know the rules, and then I handed him back his iPad, asked to play again. I said, I'm done. See you later. Never going to war again.
You just got to hand the iPad
Undefeated.
back to fourth.
Fucking America and Risk.
You got to try the board version. Maybe you do have to come to the pub.
That seems like it's going to take forever, though. Right?
It does.
It does.
It does. It
I
takes
can't do
Takes
it.
all
Depending.
night.
12, 14 hours.
If we played aggressively and made rules,
You guys play a game that is 12 to 14 hours. It's cricket?
we could chop it down.
No, it's not cricket. Is that what it's called?
Cricket
Yeah.
takes a long
Yeah.
ass time. Yeah.
2 days.
What do you do? Just move one motherfucker at a time?
A lot of dice
A
rolling.
lot of dice rolling. Yep. We could speed it up for sure.
Man, the dice.
You also have to play like a man, dude, not like a coward. Like
Exactly.
Connor over here, making
Connor's a
treaties.
coward.
And
I didn't make
backtracking.
treaties. I didn't make treaties. I took over the north and then I slowly built up until
hard
someone
to
came to
beat
get the
you,
north.
You never move your back row.
It's all fun and games till alliances were made.
It's true.
Connor's a coward.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Really?
Strategist.
Hey, Foxy, what was that thing we were at, Comic-Con?
Yes.
They had a board game that was a very large board. Where
Dungeons
there
and
was
Dragons.
no, it was like a Risk type game. There was actual guns on the table and real boats
Jesus.
on the table.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a real thing.
Next level. When you say boats, what do you mean?
like
actual
little wooden ships. Yeah, I'm being serious. Am I not?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't remember what it's called?
It was like Risk though. There was different countries being represented.
Yeah.
and
That's awesome.
somebody from the Brits did something that the rest of the world did not like. And we walked in the middle of quite a fucking gunfight there. The guy was actually holding his little fake gun while negotiating with the Brits. They had costumes on, the whole thing, standing at a table. It was like a 5-6 hour
How
game.
big were
Wow.
the boats? Like a loaf of bread big, or were
No,
they like?
I would say like Aggro Crag big.
Oh, it's pretty
okay,
big.
pretty big. Yeah.
It's decent size.
Aggro Crag, YouTube can see, I think. Can
they
YouTube
can.
see
Yeah,
that?
they can see it.
Oh yeah.
It's about that size of a
that
boat.
size.
And it would just be sitting and it would have a flag on it, which I'd assume the flag would change with whoever owned it. And it was just sitting on the table like this. And then the one guy was like pointing at his boat while the other guy had a gun out that he had on his table.
The guy with the gun.
I don't know. The boat looked like it had some fucking cannons.
Yeah, I think a boat takes a pistol.
That's why I think the boat was the winner. But if that game,
Modern Warfare.
if we had that game, I'd play. I'd play that game. If we're moving boats around and shit,
I'll do some research.
Zito, order it.
There you go.
I'll do some research.
They said it's very expensive.
It'd be a good thing to have in the office.
It would be. Big game of risk.
Yep.
Be awesome.
Something to think about.
Evan, what's happening?
Yeah, I pulled from the Twitter something that we all interacted with. I thought it was kind of funny. It's from Zito Thoughts. It's the 5-on-5 office basketball game. I just wanted to know your guys' thoughts on it.
What are the teams again?
Here are the teams. Team 1, Todd, Diggs, Pat, Zito, Connor.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not even close.
Team 2, me, Ty, Gumpy, Nick, and Gorms.
We'd destroy you. It wouldn't even be close.
I think it's a game.
Seems like a lot of running.
A lot of running.
No. Half court.
we're
half court.
Oh, it's half
in,
court.
in
Half
our
court.
gym. In our gym.
Ooh.
But I mean, Foxy, you're canceled out
Why?
because anytime anyone puts any pressure on you, you crumble.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Foxy, bro.
Shots fired.
And we just got a bunch. We got a bunch of gamers.
I don't know. I don't know if you do.
Foxy, you're just getting fouled by Todd anytime you go to do
I'll
anything.
just hack you, dude. Hack a shack.
You're getting fouled anytime you get the ball. You're going to be out
all right,
of
we
the
don't-
game.
Still got Ty Schmidt.
You only got 5 of those.
There's only one way to find out here.
I mean, yeah.
Gumpy, you are a terrible basketball player.
I can D up, boy.
Let's go. Good effort. He's saying effort.
So wait, so Ty and Foxy played in high school, right?
Yeah.
I don't want Foxy to get his ankles broken again.
Already happened.
So is it Ty, Foxy?
We also
Gumpy never played. Nick never played. Who's your fifth?
we got Gorm setting fucking screens up high in the one
He's on
floor.
the
Zero
IR.
chance
He's on
of
the
screens.
IR.
He's setting one screen. He's
Zero
setting
chance.
one screen.
No, I'm in the corner calling for the ball, and
All
I
right,
play
well,
no
you're-
defense.
if you're doing that, you're not getting it. So
Because
get
once
your
it
ass
goes in-
down in the post and set some picks.
All we got to do is play defense and clear out for Pat. Like our job is very easy. We dominate
I don't
that
know.
game.
You got Diggs and Zito.
Connor's on our team, right?
Yeah. Is that supposed to
Hey,
mean?
Connor has figured out a jumper.
You know,
has.
repetition. I'm still working on the chip, though. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
we got a
focusing
guy who literally hand-to-hand combat was his thing for a while.
I was the best mid-range jumper in the office.
They call me Ron Montana.
Oh, boy.
So
I just think Diggs, Todd, and Zito are running up and down twice, and then
We're not
after
running up and
that,
down, running up and
Half
down.
court, you fucking idiot.
the 3-point line and back to the hoop. And
Oh,
that's what I'm
stay
talking
on the
about.
fucking
Well,
pace the
slow
whole time.
break. Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing zone too, by the way. So.
What were the other ones he had? He did like soccer,
Yeah, they
football.
were-
and
Football
a
wouldn't
couple-
be
Soccer
close.
was not a
The
contest.
guy
Football.
doesn't know us. So
Yeah,
it
no
was-
shit. This
they're
guy had me
bad
at
teams.
center.
Here,
Playing football as a center.
I'll give you football. All right, team 1.
Jesus.
He had me at running back safety. He had Diggs at quarterback linebacker.
No, for
Gorman-
this football thing, we're not going by his positions. We're just going by teams.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just go
Right,
teams.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Foxy, Diggs, Gorman, Ty, Nick on one team. And then we got Connor, Todd, Zito, Pat, and Gumpy on In the the other. trenches,
baby.
Smoke you.
Gumpy doesn't get tired. He literally runs for a living.
Yeah,
So
be
that's
tough.
that's an advantage for us.
I'll play line. So I don't
Diggs
have
would
to
be
move
quarterback,
Yep.
I would assume.
Yep.
And Foxy, you wouldn't get an inch off the line.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, I'm like Tyreek Hill. I might be small, but I'm going around everyone.
You're actually
Right?
not. You're not.
I'm still going around Connor if he's guarding me.
He's
Yeah.
not.
No,
I
I don't
would
think
be.
so,
I would,
yeah.
I would literally just
Okay,
have
well-
you jammed up at the line. You wouldn't move a single foot.
That's
and then
a different story.
Old man Todd would be getting Diggs because Diggs is going to quit after second, third play. He's going to have a hammy and a foot thing.
Not in football. Not in football.
That's actually where you got hurt at the last time.
Hammy and the foot.
That was because I ran a fucking sick fade route.
Did you catch the ball?
No, I broke my foot mid route.
That's a true statement. And then he tried to battle through. Gorman's battling right
here's
now.
the-
Another fucking another cloud.
Here's the thing: that day I was not wearing proper athletic wear. That was just a spur of the moment. Let's
true.
head to the field. You know, you give me a fucking hour, 2-3 hours to warm up.
Warm up 2-3 hours.
I will say this: I underthrew him on that ball. He went all out for it, and that's where the
Yeah.
injury occurred.
So next fall.
So he's not going to
Nick.
go all out in his game. Then you guys got no shot.
He's a run half speed.
I think
All
the
right.
only one realistically that you would have lost in would have been baseball.
The baseball one, I forget who was it. You were pitching, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been trouble. I don't know if we have a pitcher on our team.
I think he had Todd on the bump.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Todd.
But I don't.
Todd.
I don't have a breaking ball. I could pitch, but I never had much strong.
Todd would be throwing BP. I
Yeah,
think. Is that what you're saying?
you would be teeing off. Well, Ty would. I don't know about the rest.
We
of
would
them.
frame a lot of pitches.
Ty and Pat would crush it.
We
but-
would frame
Oh,
a lot of.
Diggs played a lot of baseball.
Diggs is a great baseball player.
Yeah, but you're on my team, I think.
Oh, okay,
No,
cool.
no, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
Diggs
got
on
it
my
here.
team?
No, so it's Gumpy, Phil, Pat, Nick, Coach
Phil also played a lot
Coach
of
Diggs,
Yeah.
Todd, and Zito on one team.
Coach
There's no way we're losing.
And
We
then
win.
other teams: Connor, Bailey, me, Diggs, Block Dead, Ty, and Gorms.
Block
Yeah,
Dad
you
would
lose.
not let me play baseball, so he's not even showing up to the game.
Right.
10-run rule.
Yeah, I think we win that one.
Not
too.
enough people on the field.
I don't
I
think
bet
so.
I bet I have anywhere from 21 to 25 strikeouts.
Coach Diggs was a beer league champion softball player.
There we go. That's a big
Well,
win.
this
There
is
we
baseball.
And he's coach.
And he's on first base.
Well, yeah, that's why I said this guy
coach.
doesn't know any of us or anything because my dad's 5'5", so not the greatest first baseman.
He can stretch
Hell of a
though.
stretch, though. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, coach, I want to let you know you did not deserve that.
He did not deserve that.
Facts, dude, facts.
He has to be like 5'9".
Who? My dad?
Oh yeah.
No,
Come on.
nope.
Come on.
I'm a good 6 inches taller.
He's
Mailman-
pretty short.
Our mailman was tall.
Okay.
I haven't used that for
16th
joke
marker.
for a year. He likes it. He likes it. Anybody could get it today.
Ty Schmidt, what's going on with you?
I binged quite a few episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple the other day.
Oh,
yeah.
They just don't make Nickelodeon programming the same way anymore.
And you can
it-
tell because no one reacted in the room besides like me. You
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Right. I mean, it was like a game show, but it still had like this obstacle course inside it. It was on like the Universal Studios lot. And they used to have like these like big things that would like grab kids in the dark and
temple
shit.
guards.
Yeah,
The
temple
temple
guards.
Michael
It was,
Jackson's.
yeah, exactly. It was very similar to that. But I was watching what was it? It was like Nick at Night or something, and they had like it was that Double Dare. God, but
Craig
like
with
yeah,
Guts on there?
Guts, not Global Guts, original Guts. And I'm just thinking, they just don't make it like this
Tell you
anymore.
what, I wouldn't mind if I was very wealthy. I wouldn't mind having a life-size OMAC in my living room.
Dude, oh
Yeah,
my.
Just fucking
See,
talking
like
all
these,
the time.
like Connor has no idea what's going on right now.
Oh no! Of course, I know exactly
Evan
what we're
has
talking
no
about.
idea. What were your game shows? No, kids probably.
No,
didn't
what were you
compete.
watching on Nickelodeon when you were? I mean,
Kids
these
probably
guys were
didn't
talking
compete.
about Jimmy Neutron, how
Oh,
awesome
fucking
that was.
sucks.
Yeah,
No,
I think
Double Dare 2000 was our game show when we were really young.
Okay, that's not bad.
It was good, and then like I loved Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron,
Oh,
SpongeBob, obviously
Cat
the greatest
Dog, Hey
of all
Arnold.
time.
Yeah, but what were your
There you
game
go.
shows where people competed against each
I watched the
other?
Japanese ones on Spike.
Yeah, that's what I watched as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had
MXC.
as many. You guys had a lot of game shows.
Yeah, you really did.
Your generation doesn't like to compete.
You mean our generation?
Your generation.
Our generation.
Our generation.
I'm a Zennial. Okay.
Well, someone clearly pointed out that the generational of millennials is from age 22 to 37. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference between elder and aging millennials.
Come on, dude.
Than
Oh,
the young
you had a
bucks.
fucking
of course,
brain.
yeah.
If
The,
you had
the
a-
fake intergenerational generations.
If you had a brain, you would know that.
Well, I'm still looking for it.
I remember those shows,
Because
though.
Yeah, I know, me
our
too.
generation's so great because
What's
we.
the younger generation called under millennials?
Assholes.
Generation
Z,
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen Zers.
Gen Z.
Our generation's great because we still got the important things like working hard and independence and stuff like that from the great generation before us.
Correct.
But we also worked in technology and advancement and things like that from the
Yup.
generation before us.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why we're probably one of the top 5 generations all
You
time.
guys don't remember Tube TVs.
Interesting.
Top 5?
Top 5, man.
Can you name 6 generations?
Yep. World War II.
Roaring 20s.
World War One. The Romans. The cavemen. And then us.
Oh, good
Sorry.
call. Hey, I'm
Touche.
sorry.
Caveman above you, huh?
in that order.
Correct.
And then the Industrial Revolution.
So not the American Revolution. Wow.
No, well, no, you just don't know shit about fuck.
Think about that.
Oh, I've thought about it, registered it, stored it in the files back then.
No, but seriously, that is a good point because, like I said, you watch Nickelodeon used to have good, entertaining stuff on there. You know, for my brothers and you guys' age, and then I'm obviously a little bit younger than you guys. Now it's all bullshit. You got fucking the Dude Perfect show on there every other 30 minutes. It's absurd. I mean, it's no
It's 'cause
wonder
they
these
peaked.
kids
That's
are.
why.
You know,
Hey, I FaceTimed Nick the other day to ask him a question. He was at your establishment.
correct.
Not the pub. It's Now it's harboring an illegal immigrant.
It's the lounge.
That's what it had to be
Correct.
known.
It is the lounge.
The lounge.
The lounge.
The plaza.
The plaza, sorry.
Yeah, that actually is the real name of the property. So
The plaza?
yeah,
It's next to the library. It's for intellectuals. Okay.
Yes.
Intellectuals.
That makes sense.
Live at the Plaza Hotel.
Who live in basements.
Yeah.
hey, it's a nice basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice basement.
It's a nice fucking basement.
Dog next door?
Yeah, that dog though. I tell you what, fucking pipe down. That owner needs to get a fucking leash on those things because they run rampant. They're like the fucking Bumpus hounds coming in. I have had it.
Hey, our floors aren't slanted and we don't have mice. Okay.
Anyways, I
More than you
FaceTimed you
asked
the
for.
other day, and Nick, you were literally cuddled up on the bed, blanket over top of you. I think it might have been the weighted blanket on top of you. Pillow behind you. I asked you what you were doing. You're saying, I've been watching Dude Perfect's TV show for a little bit here. And
And it was funny because I was in my room watching the same darn Dude Perfect show while he was.
so the Plaza's big Dude Perfect fans then. I don't think you guys should be taking shots at Dude Perfect.
No, I love hate watching it. Hate watching it.
That's kind of your thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, those guys suck. All of them. All 5 of them.
I was scrolling through the guide and I saw the Dude Perfect show or whatever it's called. So I put it on. I didn't know they had a television show, let alone the facility they have.
Yeah,
you think our office is awesome and nice and amazing, and it is. Their office is like 6 of ours. There's a full-blown ice hockey rink in the office.
Yeah.
It's insane. No, it's like there are 6 people in there. I don't know.
I think it's in Texas somewhere. They're all fucking Texas A&M guys. So
Comparable to Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Holy
In,
shit.
at least in size, I think.
Wow.
There's an ice hockey rink in there?
Yeah.
Because they do fucking trick shots?
Full
Yes, it's
basketball
insane.
court. Like it's absurd how
That
big it
YouTube
is.
money is no joke.
Yeah, exactly.
No joke.
Speaking of that, the WWE has 40 million subscribers on their YouTube.
Jeez, that's
Insane.
quite a bit.
Everybody
It's like
wonder-
twice ours.
Well, speaking of that, you might want to check that out this weekend, though.
Yeah.
Hey, we got cool
Oh, there
things
it is.
going on the YouTube there with WWE on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. There's a watch along party, which we don't really know what that means yet. All I know is that they're gonna have a camera running on us, watching the WrestleMania thing, streaming it out on all their social medias. I'll be excited to see how that goes.
Sunday.
It's gonna go
Sunday.
awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
I don't know what they have planned for it, but they're going to make it awesome.
You gotta remember though, that's a PG thing. Something big happens. It's gonna be hard enough for me just to naturally react like, oh shit, and then it's all now it becomes an entire situation.
You can't say shit.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
See, they need to go on the pay-per-views. It should be TVMA.
Yeah.
They need to go back to that. That was awesome about that
Yes.
stuff. It's like, you know, you hear it and it gets beeped out on Raw, and then you hear, you know, on the pay-per-view, it was just uncensored, unleashed.
Some
it
cable
was awesome.
television lets you drop fuck now. So
After 11. My one neighbor, whenever I signed with the WWE, that article went, my mom shared it because she was proud. And my one neighbor was like, all those days of us using the black box and stealing pay-per-views is all paying off. And I was like, man, I forgot about those days.
Yeah.
awesome.
Back in the day, like that was really a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
The
yo,
black box was awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
And it was always like these stories like if you use black box you'll end up in jail. I'm like, how are these motherfuckers gonna catch anybody? I don't know how you guys caught anybody back in the day with anything.
Did you guys really look for black boxes? Was
No,
that a thing?
no.
That was all a lie, right?
Yeah, all a lie. And remember the cards for the DirecTV boxes? Used to everybody like there was always a guy in your area or in your friend group that could get you one for $300, and it would work for like 8 months, and you could get every channel on DirecTV. You just replace the card in the back of yours with their card. Boom. It
Was that
wide
like an
open.
add-on though? Like when you bust a guy, you're booking him, you're cuffing him, and you're like, oh, and he's got a box too.
Been stealing fucking game.
That's because you guys do try to stack on charges too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get stat hungry.
Speaking of Pac-Man Jones,
Ooh,
man,
in the news again.
hey, he had some words to say to those.
What do you say?
I believe he told a couple cops to go ahead and fellatio his
SSD?
fornicate. Yeah. And then he said, I'll murder you. So he said, S my D, I'll murder your family. Just like, and he got-
the family. too.
Jackie Moon shout out.
yeah, it really, it sounded like whenever I was reading the clips,
Jackie.
I was like, that's exactly what Jackie Moon did. I mean, did Father Pat, was that his name?
Yeah,
Father
Father
Pat?
Pat crossed the line.
It's like 3 a.m. in an Indiana casino, by the way.
Yeah.
He got arrested. That's not good.
No, not good at all. Can you imagine being the people that had to go there and handle that? Because I worked on a boat for a while, And it was like when you got a celebrity in there, all eyes were on him anyway because you get so fucking bored, right? So an NFL player, if somebody comes in, you're just like following with the cameras everywhere. Oh, like, oh, this is fucking cool. And they see that shit go down. They're like, oh, fuck. This is going to be a problem. Fuck, it's Pac-Man.
Yeah, let's Google this guy real quick. Great. It's going to be good. I thought he had his life going, too, there for a while.
And that little airport thing, which was not his fault.
Knocked that dude the fuck out, fresh off a plane, holding Popeyes. That was awesome. That was awesome video. I hope Pac-Man gets through it and figures it out.
Is he signed with anyone right now?
No. I doubt it.
He's done. He's
done. The AFL maybe pick him up.
Mute Mike.
You're at the casino this weekend. Tell me about it.
A couple of them.
What's your game? I don't even know.
I'll play craps. See how it goes.
That's the best game ever created.
And I'm not scared. I am not scared. I am not scared at all to play craps for 4 minutes, win a shit ton of money, and walk the fuck out.
As you should, man. Hit and run.
I am not scared. Now, granted, if the first couple go rough, though, I will stick around and see if we can get that back. So in two different ways, but we'll be on the craps table, I'm assuming.
That was our problem last time we went. We did not get out of there. We won, and then we did not get out of there.
We stuck around.
Well, you know why? Because we were waiting for the Penguin game.
Yeah, we're just buying time.
You can't be waiting for something. You have to be able to fucking get out of there at any point.
That was stupid of us, man.
I lost $40 of Gorms because I told him I put it in a slot machine.
I gave him money to play Wheel of Fortune, go to the high roller room, the high limit room.
There was a line. Diggs went.
Good. So you weren't lying.
Yeah.
No, it didn't go.
No, I'm fucking with you. I played. You can't give me money to play craps. Craps is the worst fucking game ever invented of all time. I've never won one time. Every fucking dollar I ever put in one of those goddamn machines has gone away.
Hot roller.
Craps is just hot roller. Sorry,
It just takes
did I say
one.
craps?
Yeah. You meant slots?
I meant slots.
I've never won in slots either, buddy.
No, I haven't either.
Me and Pat.
Not even a little pay.
Last time we were in Vegas, we hit big in craps. Big in craps.
Remember the dealer, the pit boss, was like, "Hey, Pat." And I was like, oh, this guy knows my name. And then there was thousands of dollars that I left on the table earlier. He was like, I'm like, oh, my guy. Thank you, man.
Craps is my game. Slots is not. Slots is what I wanted to talk shit on. I fucking hate slots.
Oh, yeah. It's tough. People love this. You love slots.
Love them. I mean, it's mindless. It's stupid. It's you're zombie out for half a minute, and I hit and run. Pat, we used to have training camp in Anderson.
Yep.
I would drive from 56th Street up to Anderson, do my gig, drive back. But I'd always stop at that casino, drop a hundo in the high limit room, get 10 pulls on the Wheel of Fortune. We had some good days. We had some good days, man. We had some good days.
So you win? You win on there.
I've won as much. I've won 5,000 on there. I've won 3,500. I've won 1,200, 1,500, 1,000.
God damn. Nick's dad wins all the time.
Yeah,
on
Nick's dad.
My dad's I think he's on a cold streak
time.
right now, but yeah, he used to win a lot.
Love it.
There's people just win all the fucking time.
Got to play the high limit though. Can't be doing a quarter. Can't be doing
That's what
a
he
dollar.
says,
You
too.
got to play $10 a spin.
They pay out better.
Yeah, they play $10 a spin. Your odds are better. You go there to hey, I'm going to blow $200, but I'm going to give it a crack. Boom, you get one wheel. Oh, fortune. Dude. And hit that button, baby, and it was gone. I was like texting, I'm running late today. I'll be right up there. Sorry.
Do you play all the lines? Or do you just play one line?
All bets, you mean?
Oh, I would play
max bet.
Yeah, max bet. I wouldn't play. They didn't have those in Wheel of Fortune. Across, the ups and downs. I play the max bet.
That's old max bet Gormy coming back for another round.
Yeah. Big spender. Connor, what's up with you?
Captain Marvel. Me and Zito going to see the second last movie tonight.
Nice.
A little bit interested here. Now we're getting back into the movie gig, I believe.
Are you going to the midnight showing? Is that how it works?
10 o'clock seat?
Yep, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, go to this 10 o'clock
Are you
show.
going to that IMAX or where are you going?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going. We got to go all the way.
Now you
Captain Marvel.
don't even have to wait till midnight anymore?
No.
What's up with that?
There's a 7 o'clock
No,
showing.
they stopped doing that because there'd be like fucking fights in movie theaters and shit. Like I worked one of those for Avengers once. You get a bunch of these little rapscallions in there. Then parents don't show up and they just start swinging. There was a massive fight in the lobby.
Really? What do you do in a situation like that?
I didn't do a goddamn thing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go head back in this theater and just check out what's going on in this
Grab
movie.
some popcorn.
Are you kidding me? Like, no way. I'll end up fucking knocking out a 14-year-old kid and getting arrested or something.
Jesus. Hilarious.
We're still waiting to hear on the Monday Night Football, Joe.
Yeah, we were waiting.
In the conversation.
I think it might have been a brisk a brief moment of conversation where my name.
You're in the room, brother. I got news for you. They're not going to come out and say, "Hey, we found our guy." 3 days after, Witten goes, "I'm going to play football." Give it time.
Everybody has sources in the room. A lot of pretty big, high-profile blogs and such.
They don't know.
But I think what they were saying though is that they do know, and my name was not even. It disappeared immediately after that. The initial our intel said that there was a meeting going to happen.
I would love to be the light switch in the room.
Be a dull fucking bulb.
Would you be like a dimming light switch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be just an on-off. It would be like
it'd be
a
fancy.
Would you be slide up,
60%?
slide down, or twisting?
Oh, I was a big fan of the twist and pop.
Okay.
So mine, I have one in my house. It's the most dumb thing I've ever seen.
You have the
installed.
buttons, right?
Yeah, you push it down though. So it's a button next to the button. So it's a button next to the switch. You turn it on, and then there's a little blue light that has like levels to it where you have to push another button to raise it up.
Interesting.
That thing's at max all the time. It's either on or it's fucking off. I ain't setting a mood for shit.
That's high cotton right there.
I have the little sliders, but I've never used
like
them.
those.
I like light.
The sliders are nice.
Me too.
I like the slides.
I like the slides.
Big
All
light
the
guy.
way up.
Yep.
Yeah, mine just stays all the way up.
Big light guy.
I'm not. I'm a dark guy. I like it pitch dark.
I had a problem with
Pitch
my old
black.
roommates. I always wanted light on. They always wanted it off. It's a tough situation.
I would have no lights in my house if I would have all the windows blacked out. I would have the entire place just hunkered down like a
I just get all
basement.
tuckered out and sleepy very easily.
So do I.
Yeah.
I hate glares.
Love it.
Well, you got stuff to do though. What are you gonna do?
Sleep.
Probably not be at my house there.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a light bulb burned out in my room. Didn't change it for like 3 weeks, and I was like, God, I gotta get this done. I'm coming in here and just sleeping every single time.
I had the clapper in college.
Oh, that'd have been nice.
It was terrible, man.
Really?
Especially with my laugh. I would laugh at something and the lights on, off. It was a nightmare. My roommates called me an idiot when I bought it. They said, "You're so fucking stupid."
I
was
would've
like,
bought it too.
"Joke's on you, bro."
Yeah, how are you not going to buy the clap?
Then I set it up. Yeah, and you have to have like when you set it up, they act as if
clap.
it's the hardest thing to do. Like you have to have this clap
The
perfectly.
Andrew Luck cadence.
Yeah, but then I would laugh, and it was like on, off, better than the fucking clap. It's unbelievable.
Clap on, clap off,
Clap on,
clap off.
the clapper.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
right.
they made
That's right.
They probably made a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Good
I gave
jingle.
them
The jingle sold it all.
$19.99 or whatever it was.
That's a good example of one good commercial with a catchy jingle. And
How about this
you're
one?
Done. You sell the fuck out of them.
Set it, done, and forget it. You remember that?
What's
What
that?
was that?
No.
Oh,
The fucking Ronco
God.
rotisserie oven.
Oh,
Bronco?
The Ronco roaster.
Are you kidding me? You guys didn't know the Saturday and
Nope.
forget it?
Didn't.
Did you guys go to bed like at midnight? You never watched late night TV?
No, we watched it, but they were selling toasters.
But no, when I was watching Wild On, the commercials were always for Girls Gone Wild. I never saw the set.
They'd be cooking like a whole leg of lamb in there. And like, the fat just rolls off of it.
And you don't have to do anything. You just have to set it, and the whole crowd would be like, everybody would love it.
Remember that one guy who died?
Wow.
Remember that one guy who died from his
Oh,
heart burst?
Billy?
Yeah,
from
Billy
cocaine?
Mays.
Billy Mays,
Billy
blue
Mays.
shirt
What do you mean,
Billy.
one
Yeah.
guy.
God.
I mean, the greatest of all time.
Come on.
I think he was a
Have a
Pittsburgh
little
guy.
fucking respect.
was he really?
He was, too.
He was a
Step back.
Chicago guy.
Respect.
He had a good beard. Then Sham Wow guy did something too. He
Love
got
the
into
coke.
some shit too.
But then it's this guy now who has all of those. You know, he's like that guy. That big.
He doesn't compare to the Flex Seal guy, though.
oh,
I'm calling bullshit on that boat.
No shit.
No shit.
nope, I'm all in. They wouldn't
are?
lie to me.
Fucking screen door boat.
They would not lie to you.
No, they would
You know
not.
what? When someone asked me earlier, flint, knife, life straw, Flex Seal.
Oh,
Nice.
Good call.
Yeah, I know. What if I find a boat with holes in it?
I think I have Flex Seal at my house for sure. I
know
definitely
you
do.
have to.
I definitely have Flex Seal at the house.
You ever used it?
No, because it probably didn't come for
Even
like 2 weeks. It's like things happen nowadays with the way the world is. You buy something and then show up for 2 weeks and you're like, well, I have no idea what I wanted to use this for or why I bought it, but here we are. And Flex Seal is one of those
that
things.
pipe that busted.
Would have been
Oh, yeah, you have
Flex
Flex
Seal.
Seal.
Dude, back in the day when you ordered shit off, you just called too, and then you had no idea when the fuck it was coming.
perfect. Oh, yeah, the old number you had to call
You
in.
just call
You
it,
get 2 of them too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get the second one free.
Installments.
and then be like, all right, we'll send it. Like 6 months later, the show, holy shit.
Oh, it really came. Back in the day, they could have conned you out of anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it must have got lost in the
Life
mail.
was so much easier for cons.
Shit.
Life was so much easier for cons.
Frank Abbott.
Dude, I used to call a 1-800 number to get sports scores.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Or a pay line to get sports scores. I mean,
Really?
think about that.
Wow.
That was how Stu Feiner made his money.
Yeah, you
right?
call Brandon Lang or what?
Oh, you talking Brandon Lang?
You talking Brandon?
You call him Brandon Lang.
Your
No, I'm
boy
not talking
Lang.
Brandon Lang. I'm talking whoever it was that
Brandon
ran
Lang.
it.
Your boy Brandon Lang.
You were talking about Brandon Lang.
That's where you get your
Him
picks. I
and
heard.
We also used to call to get movie times too, which is a wild.
Oh, yeah.
Movie
Five,
phone.
five.
Welcome to Movie Phone.
Kramer
Yeah.
had a great one.
The internet's incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
We dated ourselves.
I saw a picture of a buddy of mine on the internet, and people have been asking me like, "Hey, what happened to Behind the Badge?" Ugh, I told all my stories. Like I don't think I have any left. And
I was only caught for so long, man.
yeah, but I saw a picture of one of my guys I used to work with. His girlfriend or wife posted something about him, and I was like, "Oh, I remember a story I haven't told yet." So
Okay.
Are we doing it right
yeah,
now?
we'll do a
Zito?
Behind the Badge.
Zito?
Oh, on the trigger.
Behind the badge.
Corbin doesn't know what the fuck this is.
I love it, though. I'm in. Behind the bed.
How about this music?
Fucking Timberland produced it.
So there was a time
Let me vice.
a buddy of mine that I used to. I broke him in when he was a rookie. I was like his trooper trainer for a while. So we were good friends. We stayed good friends, even though I was undercover. Now he stayed out working the road, and in a different part of the state. But he had a chase, and the guy got out on foot, and he chased him like toward these woods. And the guy set up with a rifle and shot at him. Missed him, thankfully. But that guy goes to prison for that, right? But then he gets out like incredibly early. Something stupid happens.
Okay.
Right? So I remember this guy was really pissed. He's like, "How in the fuck does this guy get out so early? He tried to kill me or whatever." So I'm working a meth case, and the informant I have comes to me and he goes, "Hey, I got this guy that did this burglary, and he's got like 27 guns from this burglary that he's trying to get rid of."
Oh.
And he's a felon and all this stuff. So I look the guy up and I'm like, wow, that's the guy that tried to kill Anthony, right? And I'm like, big charge, serious violent felon with the handguns, big charge here. I'm like, I can finally put this guy away for a long time. So I go through the informant dealing with this guy, third party. And because there's 27 guns, luckily I'm like, well, I got to bring some boys to help carry all this shit out. So I'm able to bring like 4 or 5 guys with me. So I'm like, this is a perfect scenario. I got lots of security, all this stuff. You know, I'm not in there by myself. So, because this guy's crazy. So we go in there and we go to St. Paul, Indiana. Go ahead.
You didn't bring Anthony with you, did you?
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
I was gonna say,
No,
but
because
yeah,
he'd be
he's
like,
too
hey,
invested.
didn't I try to kill you one time? Yeah.
It's too invested.
Yeah. So we go there, and it's a little town, St. Paul, Indiana. And we get to the apartment to go inside, and I look, and there's a police car right there, right across the street. And I look up, and it says town marshal's office on a little sign. I'm like, this is right across from the town marshal's office. Like, this isn't good. But fuck, we'll see what we can do anyway. So we go in there. There's this all like 27 guns laid out on this bed. And the guy, I negotiate the deal with him. We're walking around. We're trying the guns out and everything. And we set a deal. We load up all these guns in a blanket. And we roll the blanket up to carry it to the trunk of the car. So we go outside, and me and another guy are carrying it, and it looks like a dead body in a blanket, like it's sagging in the middle. And we're going, getting ready to load it into the trunk, and out comes this town marshal from right across. He just walks right out his front door, and he looks at us, and he throws up his hand like, "Hey, what's up?" We're like, "Oh, what's up? All right." Pretty safe in this town, right? Fucking this guy's on the fucking job. So we throw what looks like this dead body in the trunk and we leave or whatever. And my buddy that saw on the internet, where we have pre-trial meetings with the prosecutor's office, and they just kept asking us, like, we got to figure out who's going to testify, who's not. And my buddy hated to testify because he lived in like almost Michigan. Like he lived in, or Illinois. He lived in the northern part of Indiana. So he's fucking every excuse he can get to get out of it. And we're going through, and she's like, well, I need to know who all handled the guns. Because we got to get elimination prints on you, and you will have to testify that you touched the guns because of that or whatever. And he's right away, he's like, nope, Todd made me rear security right away. My job was just to watch, make sure nobody new walked in without everybody knowing it. I didn't touch anything. And she's like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, I didn't touch anything. He's like, there's no need to depose me, no need for me to testify, whatever. And she pushes his button on his video from the video camera I was wearing. And there's just, first thing you see is him pointing the gun toward the camera. And he's like, I'm your Huckleberry. So fuck you, Jeff. It's been a fun episode. Everybody, if you will, rally behind our boy Gump. Send us a tweet with the hashtag Let Gump Work and put in there a GIF of your favorite Canadian who's a celebrity here in the States who's working at will with no problems right now.
Ryan Reynolds.
Gosling.
Hashtag Let Gump Work. A lot of Ryan Reynolds coming our way.
Go out and
Gosling.
And go out and vote.
Who's your favorite Canadian that works here, Todd?
Right now?
Sidney
That works in the
Crosby.
States?
Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby.
Ooh, yeah, it's got to be Sid, right?
Seth Rogen.
Ryan Reynolds for me.
Ryan Reynolds?
It's a tough one
Doesn't
for
he
you,
shoot
huh,
in
Todd?
Vancouver,
It is
though?
a tough one for me.
They shoot everything in Canada. So he doesn't really work here. He just lives
They
here.
shoot everything in Canada?
He lives in L.A.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I think Vancouver is where everybody shoots.
They
everything.
shoot a lot of stuff in Vancouver and Toronto.
Yeah, what are you guys doing up there? Just giving away free movie sets? What happens up there?
It's a beautiful place. You should come see it.
Hey, Gumpy told me the mob runs Montreal.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah,
Which mob?
French.
No comment.
There was a...
You know which mob.
There's a TV show about
You
it.
know
Bloodwork?
which mob.
On Netflix.
The Irish.
No. We went to run Montreal because the French are weak.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
it's easy to.
You had a great show today.
And the Hells Angels were huge in Canada.
Huge. I
They
saw that
used to
documentary.
run that shit.
That documentary was awesome.
Still are massive.
Yeah. They're still there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
huge.
boy.
Really?
We need to get you out of there.
I know
It's
the
dangerous.
one guy that brought them up there. He testified in this documentary.
Yeah.
I think he's lost an eye. He's been shot a couple
It's hardcore. That dude's hardcore.
Did you watch that Dirty John documentary yet on Netflix?
No, what's it about?
A guy who faked being a doctor and ruined women's lives, tried to kill them and stuff.
Nasser.
Pretty much.
Evan, that's tough, man.
Michigan State.
That's a tough look.
That doesn't have to do anything with me.
Yeah, it does.
No.
It's worth a watch.
I have
There's a
no
show
part in
too,
that.
but it's a
Does not have to do
documentary.
He got a salary from Michigan State.
Yeah. I never got a salary from Michigan State.
No.
You paid
Get
his
a
salary.
degree.
Paid him.
You paid his salary, man.
Your parents funded his lifestyle.
I left though after he was.
Hey,
Yeah,
You're still paying. You're probably still paying back loans. How's that blood money taste, huh? How's that feel?
he's gone though. He's in jail. Dead.
The Pacers play tonight? Gotta shift off of this thing if we could.
All right, hashtag Let Gump Work. Your favorite Canadian celebrity in the GIF. We're out.
We got Friday Bangers, though, Todd.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube.
That was just for you, YouTube. Get the fuck out of here. You can't listen to copyrighted music. Go. All right, Frank. Friday Bangers. Let's go.
It's the end of the week. You already know what that means. Whether you want to chill pregame and get hammered, this right here, we call this the Friday Bangers. It's the Friday Bangers.
Incredible.
Wow.
Shout out Uncle Sam. Speaking of America.
I like that.
Uncle Sam down there in Georgia works at Top Golf. Good hair, good flow, good bandanas.
Pub member.
Bangers.
What a legend.